Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest.
Leon Draisaitl expected to miss the rest of the regular season for your Edmonton Oilers. Injured a couple days ago against the Nashville Predators, so life without Leon starts in full tonight against the San Jose Sharks. That's a 7 o'clock game at Rogers Place. We will have our GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 6, hosted by Tom Gazzola. So without Draisaitl, here's how we expect the Oilers to be deployed this evening. McDavid between Savoy and Hyman, Dickinson with Nuge and Roslovic, Szymanski with Podkolzin and Kapanen, Henrique with Jones and Frederick, Ekholm with Bouchard on the blue line, also Nurse with Murphy, and Wallman with Stastny. Connor Ingram, the Oilers' number one goaltender, to get the start against the Sharks in his career. He is 3-1-1 with a 3.01 goals against average and an .899 save percentage. Nedeljkovic, the expected starter for the San Jose Sharks, who are 32-27-6, fighting for a playoff spot. The Oilers 33-26-9, third in the Pacific Division. They got to worry about teams like the Sharks behind them, but they're also trying to move up in the standings, jockeying with the Knights and with the Ducks. All right, that's the scene set. A lot to discuss this afternoon, of course, with Leon being injured. Drew Remenda is going to join us at about 3:30. Tom Gazzola will check in at about 5:20. We'll have some comments from Chris Knobloch. We'll have some comments from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and we might get to a little bit from Matt Savoy as well. Let's start with this now irrelevant comment. Well, somewhat irrelevant. Here's there's an optional morning skate today. Here's what Chris Knobloch gave as an update on Leon Draisaitl about probably, 90 minutes or so before the Oilers announced that he was expected to miss the rest of the regular season.
Yes, Leon's not playing tonight. We'll have some more information probably later tonight, if not tomorrow, exactly how long he'll be, but he's not playing.
Chance he sees games in the next 10 days or so?
We'll have an answer for you later.
All right, so when I heard that, I thought the door was certainly open for him to be out more than 10 days. And again, they expect the rest of the regular season. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio, Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. So what do you think, buddy, when you heard all that and then heard the news that was announced?
Yeah, I wasn't highly optimistic hearing that from Chris Knobloch, saying we'll let you know more later. To me, this seems like a situation where more opinions were needed to decipher what the exact issue is and the timelines that the Oilers will have to work with. But I mean, nonetheless, that was kind of a, I don't know. I guess in relation to his comments at the morning skate, and then shortly thereafter for the Oilers to announce that Leon is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season.
Yeah.
Surprising that happened in such short manner. But yeah, I mean, that's a big loss. That's a huge loss.
Yeah. Well,
now the question is this something where, they're thinking 2 to 3 weeks, or is this something more where they didn't say anything in that press release about the playoffs?
No.
Now they're not locked into a playoff position either. But is this something more long-term?
I fear that it could be. Now, this is the thing. We jump into these things. I mean, the Oilers announced They used very few words.
Yes.
They got to the point. Here's the whole thing. Edmonton Oilers forward, this was at 12:33 p.m. Edmonton Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season after sustaining a lower body injury in the first period of the team's game versus Nashville on March 15th. Okay, that's a lot of words to say, really very little. But because of how they worded it, I wonder if this is an injury that could be a little more serious and could extend into the playoffs. As you said, the Oilers are not guaranteed playoff games by any means. Now, they are also saying expected to miss. They did not completely rule him out. They did not say will be out, as they have with Matthias Janmark, who've just said, yeah, he got surgery. Maybe we'll see you in the fall, buddy.
Nor is it anybody's business, really. I mean, they could say expected to miss the remainder of the regular season.
They could just keep saying he's day-to-day.
Sure. Yeah, so I think they're not in a position where they're going to give out more information than they have to.
So, and in terms of the timing of the announcement, I realize, well, like some people said, well, why did Knobloch say that? Look, Knobloch probably already knew something was up, and the team was. This is me speculating, okay? Because I've been around.
Sure.
Probably Knobloch knows it's not good. Maybe even knows for sure. And the discussion is, okay, when are we going to tell the fans? Are we going to wait till post game? Knobloch comes out and says it when he's asked. Are they going to announce it at 5 o'clock, 2 hours before the game? Or do they just decide, like, okay, let's just get it out there now, and it's out there, and we can quit bugging us. And then if there's, people are trying to figure out, then there's no leak or anything like that. We just get it out there.
Yeah.
But I would guess that when Chris Knobloch was doing that interview, he knew exactly what was going to be announced. He just didn't know when.
Right.
And that's not his call.
Nope.
As the coach. I mean, maybe he'd have some input, but I think ultimately it would be up to Bowman and or Jackson. And the guys who write those little releases are saying, well, we got it ready to go. Let us know when to hit send. Probably.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously this stems from the hit. It's a good thing the Oilers and the Predators don't play again.
Yeah, Ozzy Wiesblatt. Wow, this is good. This is going to last for years, everybody.
Yes.
I'm going to warn you right now, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, it wasn't a dirty hit. It wasn't, he didn't go out of his way to make contact with Leon. It was a hockey play. Now, what the injury is, on the other hand, nobody knows, but surely there's plenty of speculation.
Okay, well, I want to know what you think it is.
Yeah. Right. As soon as I saw that, and even from the reverse angle, Reid, like, to me, this looks like something hip related. And from personal experience of going through what is called a hip pointer injury, extremely painful. And it's just a impact on the top of your hip bone.
Right.
Your hip pointer happens a lot in football. Fall on the turf, you're in a awkward position, and your hip pointer makes contact with the turf first. It can create a very big, deep bone bruise that swells and is quite uncomfortable. Now, I'm not saying that's what it is, but if it is a hip pointer,
you've had one.
I've had that.
And playing Canada West, playing Golden Bears?
Yeah, playing Golden Bears football, it's debilitating off the bat. You can't, the whole, right side is tight. Your skin is tighter. It's a big swollen contusion on your hip.
Right.
It went away. And then when I was playing after the fact, there would be a lot of foam padding around that area to prevent it from happening again.
Right.
But it's extremely painful.
Like, was walking difficult when you had it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Off the bat. Like, movement was, and there's two, I think, major things. It could be as a hip or a knee issue. But he came back out on the ice, and I think he realized that he didn't have the mobility that he would need to continue on in the game. And it's probably gotten worse in the following days since that game, where the swelling is happening and that bruise is showing its ugly head. So, I mean, if that's the case, if that is a hip pointer, if it's a severe hip pointer, that can keep you out anywhere a month. 5 weeks.
Which is about the rest of the regular season.
Right? So that would align with that. Now, different things heal differently. If it's a knee issue, Reid, I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know if we'll find that out anytime soon.
Yeah.
I kind of doubt it. But that would be something that, if it is a hip pointer, would certainly linger with him throughout the playoffs.
The Oilers' regular season ends, in a month, 1 month minus a day, Thursday, April 16th, against the Vancouver Canucks. So this means Leon Draisaitl, he missed the 3 games earlier, right, when he went for the family matter in Germany. So the Oilers have 7 games left this month, and then they have 7 games in the month of April. So, 14 games missed for Leon Draisaitl. The Oilers announcing today he's expected to miss the rest of the regular season. We're happy to hear from you this afternoon. A lot of talk on the Oilers-Sharks game, on the Draisaitl injury, and the Oilers prospects without Leon Draisaitl. You can text us 780-218-9999. That's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. How about this? George Thorogood and the Destroyers are back at the venue Thursday. March 19th for the Baddest Show on Earth tour. Tickets for that, and look at all the other great shows they have coming up at rivercreeresort.com. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. Your Limerick challenge today is simple. St. Patrick's Day. Limericks, leprechauns, Guinness.
Is this how the Limerick originated on our show? No. It didn't happen prior to...
I just like writing limericks.
Okay.
And I did it, and then other people started doing it.
Spontaneous limerick?
I can do a spontaneous limerick. Give me a more exact topic or anything.
Okay.
Boy, somebody was really irritated at the spontaneous limerick yesterday.
Quite.
Yeah.
Gold. A pot of gold.
A pot of gold. All right. Forrest said life is like a box of chocolates in a scene that was obviously backlit.
That's a tough word, chocolates.
Chocolates and backlit hits. Yes. Leprechauns hide it. Can you find it? Or will you be wandering around like Barry Stublets?
Pretty good. I think going for the word chocolate off the top could have been your demise, but you pulled it out.
Barry Stublets was our neighbor back in Alder Flats.
Who can forget?
Yeah. Good old Barry Stublets.
Wonder what Barry Stublets is up to now.
Yeah, I don't know what he would be doing. He's probably retired by now. This was a long time ago. We lived in Alder Flats. Anyway, you can email your limericks, which will be better than that one, to Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. If you're listening on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, we appreciate it. Spread the word about how people can find Edmonton Sports Talk on those apps. Maybe you're on YouTube this afternoon on the Edmonton Sports Talk channel. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're over 14,200 subscribers. You can also post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube, talk with us and with your fellow listeners. And while you're on YouTube, click that thumbs up button, please.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
All right. And we try to get to at least 100 thumbs every show. And we
shouldn't be a problem.
Great streak doing that. So get in there. Don't be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and click. And now you can only click the thumbs up button once. But then after that, you can click the share button. You too should make it so when you hit the share button, a little share chorus pops up. And that'll generate a show link that you can send off to other people in your lives to get them involved in our great program. All right, it is the Oilers game day, so it's the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. Hudson's Canada's Pub featuring $10 tankards and $6 tequila shots, or grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal featuring the drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and a limited edition hockey puck bottle opener. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text in your guesses, and maximum 3 guesses per person, to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Jason Milne not only monitors the guesses, he came up with the mystery athlete today. All right? The first clue is sharks. Maximum 3 guesses per person, First right answer gets the $25 GC to Hudson's Canada's Pub.
I think somebody's going to get it.
Well, somebody always gets it.
Yeah, but off the first clue.
Oh, you think somebody gets it off the first clue?
Well, it's obvious.
Okay. I say nothing.
Okay.
I say nothing. I see nothing. I think nothing. It's the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Oilers will need the luck of the Irish to survive without Dandy Dry. Out for the regular season. That's tougher to swallow than my Aunt Sherma's meatloaf. Who's going to chug some Emerald beer for St. Paddy's Day? Hey, Jason Milne, is that a shillelagh in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? March Madness hits the hardwood tonight. Howard is playing UMBC. UMBC? Is this a basketball tournament or an alphabet race? I'm Chet Palmer.
I like that. I like, well, once again, we've heard about Aunt Sherma's meatloaf.
Apparently not good.
Not good. Must be tough. And the shillelagh, that is good. I mean, St. Patrick's Day, shillelagh is like an Irish walking stick.
Yeah.
I don't know what makes it an Irish walking stick. Maybe it's just originates of wood from Ireland.
Maybe. An Irish. The
So
Irish.
Can we have a Canadian
The
shillelagh?
Irish wood tree, as it's called.
The Irish wood tree. Well done. Does it start tonight, the play-in games?
Yeah, there's 2 playing games tonight.
I guess they would have
Howard
to be
against
tonight.
UMBC. UMBC, of course. Oh, wait, I had them open. That is they are called the Retrievers. Yes, exactly. The University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Oh, of course.
And they are called the Retrievers. They are out of the America East Conference.
Where's Howard? Is Howard in Philadelphia?
I don't know. You look them up.
No, it's Washington, D.C.
The Retrievers have been in the tournament twice before. Oh, they were the team that upset. They were the team that upset Virginia in 2018. The first time a number
Right.
1 seed lost. That was UMBC. So they were in 2008 as a 15 seed. They lost to Georgetown. They were in 2018 as a number 16. They beat Virginia by 20, and then they lost by 7 to number 9 Kansas State in the second round. So they have it. The only other time they were a number 16 seed, they won their first game.
Bodes well.
But they have to beat Howard first.
So it's the Howard Bison.
Just one?
Yes. It's the Bison going up against the UMBC Retrievers.
Right.
So we've got an all-animal
We had an all-animal final.
affair.
A bunch of little, medium-sized dogs running around a big buffalo.
Howard Bison.
It sounds like a insurance salesman. Howard Bison's coming by later. He's going to have a proposal for us. Mary Lou, make sure there's a pot of coffee brewing. Howard loves his Java. Okay. If you're new to playing Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game, just text in. Don't put your guesses in the nasty chat.
Correct.
Just texting is good enough because we only acknowledge the guesses coming into the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-99. If you post in the nasty chat, we don't acknowledge it. If you were right, you might help somebody else win. They might be like, oh, yeah, I'll text that in because of this guy. Okay? So just an additional reminder there. Now, there are some wiseacres who always put David Beckham in the nasty chat.
Of course.
But that's just because of something that happened last season. Okay, so you're going to hear from Chris Knobloch. You're going to hear from the Nuge. You're going to hear from Matt Savoy a little bit later on. Draisaitl out for the rest of the regular season. Significant loss for the Oilers. They're playing Celebrini and the Sharks tonight. Of course, he is rolling into town with 95 points in 65 games. McDavid, the Oilers' leading scorer, 114 points in 68 games. We always have an off-topic topic. It is always presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. St. Patrick's Day. By the way, you're wearing, for people who can't see us on YouTube, what are you wearing, Jay?
This is the Irish soccer kit, circa 2002, 2000 to 2006
Okay.
ish. I got this as a gift, I believe, when my brother and sister went over there. They brought this back for me in the early 2000s. As I have family, my whole dad's side resides in Northern Ireland.
Still.
Is
he the only one of the family in Canada?
Yes.
Does he speak with an accent?
He does not.
An accent?
Except he says certain words that it brings out his Irish accent.
Really?
Like, how would you say, like you and I would say jaguar.
Yes, jaguar.
Right? He says jaguar.
Jaguar, okay.
And when we're talking about a par 3, he says pear. Pear.
Interesting.
Yeah. Those are the only 2 words I know.
Okay.
But when he says them, I'm like, there it is.
A little bit there.
Now, if my family in Northern Ireland was watching, they'd say, why aren't you wearing your Northern Ireland soccer jersey? Well, I'm wearing this one.
Okay.
I thought this one was more vibrant.
Okay. I have a little bit of green on my socks.
Oh, so I don't have to pinch you.
No.
Okay, good.
Is it green? It's close enough.
Is
So
that
light
really green? It looks a bit turquoisey.
Well, turquoise has green in it,
whatever,
I believe.
Coop.
Looks pretty blue.
Just be glad I even acknowledged that it was St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Okay?
Might get a pinch during the commercial break, Reid.
Yeah, no, that will not be happening, Coop. That will 100% not be happening. Okay?
No, it won't. No.
Stay out of my bubble. I have a large bubble.
Okay.
My personal space is quite large.
I respect
Do
it.
not come in it.
I will not.
But the off-topic topic is inspired by St. Patrick's Day. Where in Edmonton would a leprechaun bury his gold?
Oh, wow.
Where in Edmonton would a leprechaun bury his gold? Coop?
A big one for me, I mean, right outside Rogers Place. It'd be hard to get to, just under the Gretzky statue.
Under the Gretzky statue. Interesting. A lot of people around there, though. They could accidentally turn it up, but okay.
True enough.
I have a little bit of a deeper dive theory here. As we know, pots of gold are at where? They show up at the end of the rainbow.
Correct.
Oftentimes, I've seen rainbows over bodies of water. Okay. It's not unusual. And so I'm thinking that this pot of gold needs to be somewhere around the river valley. Okay. Now, what surfaced under the North Saskatchewan River?
Coop said this earlier when you weren't there.
When they built the LRT bridge.
Right.
Accidental beach. Isn't that interesting that there's a obvious high spot in the North Saskatchewan River?
Right.
I think that's where the pot of gold is.
Was it really an accident?
Right? You're going to have everybody out there. Would gold show up on a metal detector? Sure it would.
Wouldn't it?
Maybe you could sync it to gold only.
Maybe. I've never used a metal detector.
My daughter has one. It doesn't work that well. I believe it was from a National Geographic gift package.
Here's a good one for Mitchie. The rainbow crosswalk on White Ave. Wouldn't that be something? The gold is at the end of the rainbow. Didn't say what kind, that it has to be a rainbow coming down out of the sky.
That's
a good one. There could be gold there.
It's down the way from O'Byrne's, too.
Let's dig up that intersection.
Yeah, let's go dig it up. We can excavate.
Yeah. I'd like the idea of it being maybe on a lower deck of the Santa Maria at West Edmonton Mall. So it's not necessarily buried, but it's buried within the ship, right? Like you got to go down, beneath the poop deck or something like that.
Yeah, I like that. This is all along. That was the secret of West Edmonton
all along.
Mall.
That's where the gold was. The leprechaun buried his gold. Whoever saw any of those, VR Montenegro says, yes, gold shows up on metal detectors. No, VR, you could have said it either way. We would have believed you.
We would have believed you.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, well, we got to find another way.
Remember the Leprechaun movies? I never watched one.
Never seen one.
There was a series of Leprechaun horror movies. I think a young Jennifer Aniston was in one of them before she was on Friends.
So these were evil leprechauns?
Yeah, he was some sort of a leprechaun that
they're kind of
was murderous.
They're kind of freaky to look at. I certainly wouldn't want to come across a leprechaun down a dark alley.
No, or climbing a tree or something like that.
Like
I said the story from
like in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama. People who've seen that story on YouTube. It's a legendary YouTube story.
Chris Purper says under the fort in Fort Edmonton Park.
Oh, that'd be a good spot.
Timber Woodsman, the Rainbow Valley Aerial Park. Maybe that's why they put that aerial park up.
Oh, yeah.
So that they could hide their gold. Oh, this is a good one. Mike, the Michigan fan, the pot of gold is probably buried under the Shamrock Curling Club.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, we got a lot of possibilities.
I'll bring my daughter with her metal detector.
Busy little leprechaun. He could have buried his gold in multiple places.
True.
Yeah.
But leprechauns, they beat you to death with their shillelagh.
Oh, yeah, they're an angry race.
They are. Well, they're little guys. You know,
I'm going to get a letter from the Leprechaun Support Society.
Yeah, this is derogatory.
Yeah.
Towards leprechauns around the world.
I'll have to go into leprechaun sensitivity training. All right, it's 3:25. Drew Remenda is going to join us in about 5 minutes. We'll talk about Draisaitl being out, about the San Jose Sharks. A lot to lead into tonight's game. Tom Gazzola will check in around 20 after 5 as well. Here's the Coob with a sports update.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season for the Oilers with a lower body injury he sustained Sunday against the Predators when absorbing a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt. Tonight, it's the Sharks and Oilers going at it from Rogers Place. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson go live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show to tee up that one. They go live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Around the NHL, Seattle plays host to Tampa. The Sabres, duel the Knights as the Leafs and Islanders battle in Toronto. In other news, the Associated Press has reported Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-rounder. Meanwhile, the Eagles have signed former Chief Hollywood Brown to a 1-year deal. Elsewhere, the World Baseball Classic final between Venezuela and the United States goes just after 6. Nolan McLean takes the mound for Team USA. Venezuela expected to go with Eduardo Rodriguez. Spring training, 3 games live. White Sox up 5-zip over the Athletics entering the 5th inning to the NBA. OKC plays Orlando. Philly and Denver matchup out west as San Antonio and Sacramento tip off, having 8 games on tap tonight. Drew Remenda joins us on the other side of the break here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it. That period plus is the launching point for a good end of the season for Tristan Jarry.
Hire it. Sometimes the best way to get out of a slump for a goaltender is to not be able to have any preparation whatsoever. And just be like, where's my helmet? Do I have my glove? Did I tape my stick? And you're just trying to get
2
out
guys
there.
and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Multi-platinum country superstars High Valley return to the River Cree Resort and Casino March 21st. Don't miss High Valley's signature fusion of contemporary country and traditional bluegrass. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new. Tons of options. And the good stuff, like our espresso martinis and our cracked pepper and sea salt dry ribs. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m., starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Okay, the Oilers announcing earlier today Leon Draisaitl expected to miss the rest of the regular season. The Oilers, without Leon, play the San Jose Sharks tonight, and we're going to dive right in with our Voices of the Game segment for Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. More than just plywood, everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. With a huge selection of hardwoods and knowledgeable staff, we're here for all your DIY needs. Windsor Plywood Leduc, the experts you need to know. This guy's an expert, San Jose Sharks broadcaster and friend of the program, Drew Remenda, is checking in. Hello, Drew.
Thanks for calling me an expert in what? I don't know. Well, you know what? Sorry. Tying ties, picking out the right suit to make sure it's classic and perfect, and polishing shoes. Those are the three expert things I'm in.
Well, hockey.
Yeah.
Jeez. Doesn't even give himself credit for that.
Ask the people in Edmonton if they think I'm an expert in hockey, and then get back to me.
One or two guys decided they would go on Twitter and be lippy. Whatever. We deal with that all the time.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be you and Jay. I mean, I thought it'd be other people.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
We've got your back. We've got your back.
I love using this line. I often use it with spec, but I'll use it with Drew in advance. Your appearance on the program is neither appreciated nor compensated.
Exactly.
That's how I operate.
Rightfully so.
Anyway, good to see you. Look, huge news about Draisaitl. We don't know the exact injury, lower body, hip, knee, something like that, but we'll see.
Hip pointer. It's a hip pointer. I can tell you right now.
Jay had one when he played football. He was.
Yeah.
He said if that's what it is, Jay was telling us how he'd feel. We'll see. You've been around teams as a coach and as a broadcaster. So when a player of that magnitude goes down, I assume you've seen some different reactions to that over the years, and how do you think this Oilers team will handle it?
Well, first off, the San Jose Sharks, with all due respect to Leon, and certainly we know what a great player he is, in 38 games against the San Jose Sharks, he's got 43 points. So we're not disappointed in tonight's lineup, seeing 29 out of the lineup, considering the Sharks are chasing for a playoff spot. That being said, there's no way to replace him. There's no way to have a guy step up and have that, the opportunity. We always say for every challenge, there's an opportunity. When you're in the coaching ranks, for every challenge for your team, there's an opportunity for a player to be able to maybe accelerate and get into a new role and be that guy. Not when you're you're at times playing with your teammate and back and forth during a game, it changes on who's the best player in the world. Those are the two, Connor and Leon, are the two best players in the world. They're absolutely amazing together, especially. And for Chris Knobloch and the team knows this, when things go wrong for the Oilers early in the game, you've got those two guys, you can put them out there and they can change the game like they did when the San Jose Sharks were here last game. So there's no way to replace the guy, and the players know that. So what the players do, if you've got a good team and you got a solid team and you got a team that's got leadership, and I would argue that anybody right now, as much as some people would argue around the league, Connor McDavid is one of the best leaders in the game today because he leads by example, and what he does on the ice, it's impossible to miss how that guy drags everybody into the fight. You'll look at him, but also the other guys on the team, especially those guys who've been around the league, they'll know that maybe they'll get a little bit of extra ice time. Maybe they can chip in here and there, but they'll know, the players, that it has to be a group effort in order to try to replace the production that Leon gives you. It's as simple as that. You cannot replace the guy, but you need everybody to try.
I'm curious your perspective on, because we've seen this come up with the Matthews play with Gudis, right? And what did the Leafs do or not do about it? Edmonton got pretty ornery against Dallas because they weren't going to score 8 goals, so they tried to do some other things in that game. And then, Wiesblatt hits McDavid. I didn't think it was a dirty hit. I thought it was an aggressive hit.
It wasn't a dirty hit. It was first of all, Ozzy Wiesblatt is about my size. He's, in fact, we drafted him first, the San Jose Sharks. We drafted him in the first round. He's about this big. He's 5'8", and maybe 175 pounds. Leon is a monster of a man. It's a good, solid hockey play. Leon didn't slash him as he was going away. Leon wasn't ticked off about it. It was a good hockey hit. So let's put that one aside. But go on.
Okay, but your attitude towards, and again, you've seen it as a coach and as a broadcaster, retribution, standing up for your guys. Because sometimes it might be a clean hit, but you might just want to say, hey, you know what? If you're going to make our star feel pain, I want to make you feel pain. I don't agree. And plus, I worked with Brownie for several years. Like Rob said, you don't always have to do it in that moment, though. It is okay to take a number and do it a little bit later on. I mean, Frederick got the penalty for throwing Wiesblatt to the ice. The Leafs were criticized for not doing enough, all that kind of stuff. How do you look about that, doing something if one of your better players gets tossed around?
Now, when I was coaching, and this is 3 decades ago, in the NHL with the San Jose Sharks, when somebody did something above and beyond, way past the rules, something dirty, something cheap, then you went after them. It has graduated, or evolved, or devolved, into as soon as you do something to any one of our guys, a clean hit, not clean hit, whatever type of hit, there will be retribution. We can talk about how dumb that is. We can talk about in football, you see a guy get hammered on a tackle. You never see anybody wanting to fight the guy. Sometimes he helps pick the guy up and give him a pat on the rear end. It's what the NHL is nowadays. Now, I had a talk and I used to say it on the air. And I had a couple of former San Jose Sharks players who were around the team or around San Jose talk to me about it and say, it is what the NHL is now. So no matter what it is, do you support guys helping your teammate if they're getting picked on or they're getting, like if Macklin Celebrini, like playing against the Tampa Bay Lightning, Macklin Celebrini, Moser was going after him. So Goodrow, Reeves, Ostapchuk went out a few shifts later. Then you've got the situation, the retribution, so to speak. It devolves into a lot of games Tampa plays nowadays. I used to think it was Florida being the bad guys. No, it's Tampa. Right. They're nuts, especially Hagel, in a very productive way for Tampa. But so when that happens, you've got to be there for your guys. It brings a team together. It means I got your back. It means that, hey, we're brothers in this. Anything happens to you, I'm there. Anything happens to me, you're there. I know that. It builds the culture in your room to a closeness, to a love, to a brothership. And I know that sounds hyperbolic, but it isn't, because that's how the guys feel. And feeling is what they feel. You can't change it. You can't say to them, well, it doesn't really make any sense because that hit was within the rules. They don't care. They want to stick up for their brothers.
Yeah, and one thing I've come to think over the years, Drew, is that when somebody says, well, you have to send a message, I've always said, okay, Brad Marchand, for example, has done 80,000 dirty things in his career and has probably been slashed or punched or sworn at or had to fight 80,000 times. It doesn't stop him. But I agree with you. No, you're sending a message to your teammates, okay? Jason Milne gets slashed and almost gets a broken arm, and I go after the guy who slashed him, even though he's twice my size. Right. I haven't sent the message to the 6'8" guy on the other team because he's going to beat the crap out of Reid Wilkins. I've sent the message to Jason Milne, and now Jason knows when the 6'8" guy slashes me in the playoffs. Now I know Jason's got my back. It's the message to your teammates.
I would slash Jason.
That's fine. I can handle it.
Jay, do you not want to talk to me anymore? Was it something I said?
No,
or
I'm
something
hogging the mic. No.
Oh,
you know what? When you guys get off on a tangent, sometimes I'm just a fly on the wall. I just want to sit here and watch.
Was that a tangent?
Well, it was a good tangent. It was a good discussion. Because here's the thing.
He has questions for you.
Well, I do, but on this topic, I totally agree with, this tit for tat mentality. It doesn't mean anything going one way. I'm totally with you on the sense that it's a message to your team to say, hey, it doesn't matter. That's going to happen in hockey. That's going to happen in football. But I've got your back. That is a team morale building move more than anything, right?
Yes.
So I'm with you on that. I just wanted to ask you, because looking at this San Jose Sharks team, I mean, what they've turned into here is incredible. Do you know, as of this day last year, Drew, in the NHL season, there was only one team mathematically eliminated from the NHL postseason. Do you know who that was?
I'm going to take a wild guess. It's the team in teal tonight.
The San Jose Sharks. We're the only team. Okay, now they're in the dogfight. They're in it. They're in the mix. Drew, I want to know from you. You've seen a lot of hockey. You've watched a lot of teams, young, older teams. Is this San Jose Sharks team on the cusp of becoming a perennial pain in the ass in the Pacific?
Well, I hope they're more than that, Jay. But yes, they are. This team, and I've been around the San Jose Sharks for 35 years now, and taking into exception the 5 years I spent here. The San Jose Sharks have had really, really good teams. Teams some years that we should have been in the finals. They've only been in the finals once and lost to Sidney Crosby in Pittsburgh in 2016. It was the year I left. I don't think there's any coincidence there. But anyway, when you look at the way the Sharks are this year, they have been building something special for the last couple of years. Mike Greer and his staff have done a marvelous job. But the one thing that jumps out to me about this team, from management to coaches to the players to the staff, there's one thing that they're trying to do. That is get better every single day to win hockey games. There is no ulterior motives for anybody. They're all driving towards the same goal. They have a purpose. And the last year we saw some glimpses, but as you said, didn't get the results. This year they're getting results. They're still trying to figure out how to be more consistent. They're still trying to figure out how to keep the puck out of the net, because their plus minuses, I think after the Ottawa game, it's around minus 30. It's hard to be a playoff team when you've got a goal differential of minus 30. But they're a team that has a lot of terrific people in place, in the right position. Obviously, Macklin, Celebrini, he showed if you didn't see him before, you didn't know him before, didn't understand before, at the Olympics playing with Connor, you saw it. And I don't know about you guys, but I think John Cooper's a pretty smart coach, and putting Macklin with Connor was the absolute right move, and it looked like it paid off, because Macklin knows how to play with great players, because he's also a great player. I would put Macklin down as one of the best players in the league right now, 19 years old, and he'd be in my top 5 or 6. So he's really helping push the offense. But they still got some building to do. But as I do a lot of the CUDA games as well. In fact, tomorrow morning at 10:30 in the morning, they have the CUDA classroom, which the San Jose Barracuda, our AHL franchise, entices children to skip school and bring to the rink, and we play a real AHL game at 10:30 in the morning. So I do a lot of the CUDA games as well. I know what is down there. I shouldn't say that. I know what's on the farm team. I know what's on the AHL team. And there's some great prospects there as well. They have done a very good job on building this team. So I think, Jay, I think they'll become less of a pain in the ass and more of a contender to be a playoff team like the old days.
Drew Remenda joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show, the voices of the game for Windsor Plywood Leduc. San Jose has some injury issues of their own. Alexander Wenberg, their fourth leading scorer on the team, is listed as day-to-day. Yaroslav Askarov is also listed as day-to-day. Is there any update on the injury situation there?
Alex is a game time decision. He'll take warm up and he'll go out. Alex is a big part of the San Jose Sharks. He's so good on the penalty kill. He's so good holding on to pucks. He is so good on faceoffs, especially late in games. He is a consistent performer for the Sharks. Defensively and offensively, he is a guy that helps keep the ship afloat, but he's also always seems to be guys in the right place at the right time defensively. He's a big part of the team, one of the big leaders of the team. So he's a game time decision. Yaro's not going to play, and obviously this game is going to be Alex Nedeljkovic. Yaroslav, we brought in a former Oiler and great French-Canadian goaltender from British Columbia, Laurent Brossois, who's been playing with the Barracuda. I think he was 11-2 playing with the Cuda. Unfortunately, with his Sharks debut, did not get a lot of help from the San Jose Sharks players, but he's now in as the second goalie tonight. He'll be back up tonight, but Yaro is on the trip, and he'll be, like they say, you know what. You guys both know what it's like in hockey circles to try to get any information anywhere about any guy who may be injured. It's upper body. Now we're just going overall body soreness.
Oh my God! The only coach who just didn't care. Remember Hitch? He didn't care.
Yeah,
he just he just would say he broke his toe 7 to 10 days. Yeah.
He's gonna be. That's what we're looking at.
He got tired of the whole dance.
You know what? I think with betting now in the NHL, and we can argue that all day long.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to. I bet you teams are going to have to start being a little bit more forthright with their injuries.
Right, because that's why the NFL does it that way.
Yeah,
the
that's
NFL
exactly
has to
why
do
the
it
NFL does it.
every day leading up to the game.
And there are consequences if you don't follow the protocol.
Well, because didn't the Patriots, didn't they list Brady as questionable for every game all season one year, and they always played?
Yeah.
Or probable
I like
or something?
I like when they say, he's questionable, and my response is always, aren't we all?
That's a good point. We're all day to day, if you want to look at it that
exactly,
way.
we're all day to day.
All right.
That's a good way of putting it, Drew.
I'm going to see you tonight, I hope, even if only briefly.
Yeah, I'll be up in the broadcast location as usual, doing my usual regional Emmy award-winning performance.
Yeah, well, and a lot of I know there are a lot of other Edmonton broadcasters that you're eager to see as well. Not just me.
Yeah. It's like I can't wait.
All right, see you, buddy. Thanks so much for doing this.
Okay, boys. Bye.
Drew Remenda checking in. San Jose Sharks and Barracuda broadcaster, busy guy. We love talking to him. Yeah, I mean he was good about the Sharks, and we were talking about that a bit yesterday. Exciting team, dangerous team. They can give up a lot of goals. They are a negative goal differential for the team, which often can be a sign of whether or not you're going to be a playoff team. Now the Oilers aren't great in that department, but they are still positive. Now the Oilers without Draisaitl, we don't know for sure what it is. I mean, we can speculate, but likely to miss the remainder of the regular season. But this should be a fun game tonight. San Jose desperate for points, right? They're right in there with LA, Seattle, the cut line. I'm sure they would love to get into the top three in the Pacific Division right now. The Oilers are there. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Should we give clue number 2?
Sure.
Clue number 2, Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's, and you must text your guesses. We only accept guesses in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, right?
Yep.
780-218-9999. Second clue is Kings. So the first clue, Sharks. Second clue, Kings. First clue, Sharks. Second clue, Kings. If you have not already given us a thumbs up on our YouTube feed, please do so. We want to get to at least 100 thumbs every show. Oilers game day, who knows? Maybe we can keep pushing and we can get to the Sammy Hagar level of 100 and... That'd be pretty cool. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Real fans know the move. Arrive early. Happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse runs Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m., starting at $3.99. Get in, get comfy, get happy. The Canadian Brewhouse. Hey, you want something else happy coming up? Jay's Play of the Day for Play Alberta when we get back.
Edmonton's Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the Oilers' regular season with a lower body injury he suffered Sunday against the Predators when taking a hit from Nashville's Ozzy Weisblatt. And from Rogers Place tonight, the Oilers play host to the Sharks. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson share the details on that one during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That gets going at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Around the NHL, there's 9 games total. Seattle playing host to Tampa. The Sabres dueling the Knights as the Leafs and Islanders clash in Toronto. In other news, the Associated Press has reported that Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-rounder. Meanwhile, the Eagles have signed former Chief Hollywood Brown to a 1-year deal. Elsewhere, the World Baseball Classic final goes between Venezuela and the United States. First pitch just after 6. Nolan McLean taking the mound for Team USA. Venezuela expected to counter with Eduardo Rodriguez. Spring training action, 3 games live. White Sox up 6-2 over the Athletics. Bottom 5th inning to the NBA. OKC plays Orlando. Philly and Denver matchup out west as San Antonio and Sacramento tip off on an 8-game slate. Jay's Play of the Day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Edmonton Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl expected to miss the remainder of the regular season after sustaining a lower body injury. Chris Knobloch lied to us once again. Right? Knobloch's always like, he's going to miss a couple games.
Well, first of all, Knobloch should take some medical courses.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You know the saying, April showers bring May flowers, but really May brings you...
Mom, I'm home from university.
Need extra space? Sentinel Storage. Affordable, convenient, and Canadian storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free, plus students save 10% on continued rental. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Multi-platinum country superstars High Valley return to the River Cree Resort and Casino March 21st. Don't miss High Valley's signature fusion of contemporary country and traditional bluegrass. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one,
the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new, tons of options, and the good stuff like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Good to have Drew Remenda on the show. Oilers and Sharks at Rogers Place tonight at 7. Leon Draisaitl expected to miss the rest of the regular season for your Edmonton Oilers. And with that 7 o'clock game, we have the Oil Stream GCL Diesel pre- and post-game shows. So the pregame show at 6 and the post-game show right after the game hosted by Tom Gazzola. Is it Gager on tonight? As the analyst, I'll be on for Reid's Reid after the game. So I go to the game, watch the game, go get post-game audio after the game, drive home, hop on with my buddy Tom.
Reid's Reid.
Talk about the game, and then I go to bed. Actually, I don't go to bed directly after the game.
No, you're too wired.
Yeah. What was, you got quite a text there to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox.
Yeah, I did. Let me find it, Reid.
You read it to me. I'm still trying to process it.
Where is it? Oh, shoot.
I'm sorry. I thought you had it. I'll read a limerick in the meantime. From Mex, Draisaitl and his hips are out of commission. These injuries linger like Doris O'Riordan. Unlucky like the non-Irish, they may be dead like Osiris, but the Oilers will endure for the rest of the season.
Well done.
Pretty good for Mex. He's a creative guy.
Okay, everybody put on your thinking caps. This came in from Sean.
Okay.
River Cree Resort and Casino inbox 780-218-9999. The Oilers have 14 games left, and 8 are against the division. If they win or earn points in those games, they make the playoffs. In the last 2 seasons, Draisaitl missed 14 games. They went 7-6-1. So 7-1 equals the 8 division games they have left. Boys, we are living in a simulation. We can't make this up.
Okay, so he's predicting. He says that. So here's what he's saying they're going to do, right?
Okay.
Beat San Jose, lose to Florida, lose to Tampa Bay, lose to Utah, beat Vegas, beat Anaheim, beat Seattle, lose to Chicago, beat Vegas, lose to Utah, beat San Jose, say lose in overtime to the Kings, lose to the Avalanche, and beat Vancouver. So he's saying the non-divisional games will be losses. All the Central teams and the 2 Eastern teams. That's what he's saying.
I believe, Reid.
So then he's saying they'll go 7-0-1 in the 8 Pacific games.
Correct.
Okay, that's bold.
But that's in the last 2 seasons when Draisaitl missed 14 games, he's referencing that.
Okay. So if let's say the Oilers did go 7-6-1 the rest of the way, 90 points, would that get them in? Probably.
Where would it get them in, though?
It would get them
third in the Pacific.
It still might, yeah.
If
they win the divisional games, because that's 4 of the 4-point swing against Seattle, LA, San Jose. Yeah.
Fun times.
Did the Utah Mammoth not win last night?
The Utah Mammoth
did they not end
Dallas.
the Dallas Stars point streak?
Yeah. And
Utah's up to 76 points. I called this. It's very possible. Utah finishes as wild card 1, plays P1, the Pacific Division winner, and has more points, but obviously would not have home ice advantage.
Now, do you think they'd go into that series wild card 1 versus Pacific 1 as the favorite?
They very well might if they finish the season strong.
And if they finish, because they're not getting into the Central.
No,
they most likely will finish wild card 1. Right?
Yeah, I mean Utah could go undefeated the rest of the season and not get into the Central, depending on how Minnesota did. It's possible. That's my sneaky team to keep an eye on. The Utah Mammoth. Okay.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day
is presented by Play Alberta. Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today. You can also go to playalberta.ca. Look for EST specials. Bunch of stuff there, including Jay's Play of the Day.
Reid, do you know how many home games in a row the Oilers have won against the Sharks?
Oh, home in a row. What's it at? 5?
8.
Okay.
8 straight home games against the Sharks, and 15 of their last 17 overall games versus the Sharks they have won, outscoring them 75-34 in that span.
Well, they beat them up a couple times, yeah.
I think the Oilers come out and have... I think the Oilers play well, and I think Connor Ingram has a bit of a game, a bit of a statement game. Okay, where I could see this being a 6-2 win.
Oh my goodness. There we go, Jay.
There we go, Reid. You like that, baby?
You're going to annoy so many people by being positive. It's the worst thing you can ever do.
So I've got the Oilers to win by more than 1 goal. So 2 or more goals the Oilers need to win by, and Connor McDavid with 2 or more points.
Oilers to win. Oilers minus 1.5. McDavid 2+ points. That's it?
That's it.
That's possible, sure.
Plus 205 over at PlayAlberta.
I mean, they covered 1.5 against Nashville because you get an empty netter.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oilers minus 1.5. McDavid 2 or more points. Head over to playalberta.ca. Click on sports. Click on EST specials. Or download the PlayAlberta app, and you'll see all the specials at the top. If you swipe right or left, click on EST specials. You'll see that one there. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. You can get in the nasty chat with us and with each other on our YouTube stream. Give us a thumbs up if you have not done so already. We want to get to at least 100 thumbs. We'd love to get to 155 and make Sammy Hagar happy. Jasmine, get her on the Hangout a couple times a week from 9 to 11 a.m. here at Edmonton Sports Talk. She says, hey, guys, from a very cold Chicago.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I hope you brought your toque and your warm jacket.
I hope so, too. St. Patrick's Day in Chicago. That must be.
I want to know this. Did Jasmine go to a St. Patty's Day parade in Chicago? What are they doing for St. Patty's Day? There must be an Irish community in Chicago.
There is. They flood the river.
They turn it green.
Green. They flood the river. That was a stupid statement.
They flood the river green.
They dye it green, Reid.
Let's pump a lot of unnecessary water into the river.
Let's intoxicate our river. Apparently we were watching a video earlier when they shot The Fugitive.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones, his character name I forget, but there was a guy from, WBC?
Was that in Chicago?
In Chicago.
Okay.
That was just reporting on the St. Patrick's Day parade, which is a big thing in Chicago.
Right.
And Tommy Lee Jones was in character running by, and they snagged him for a quick interview and a plug for The Fugitive. It was hilarious.
That's amazing. Yes, hello, Jasmine from Chicago. Thanks for checking us out. Wherever you're tuning in from, we thank you. We have a lot to discuss today. Leon Draisaitl likely to miss the rest of the regular season for your Edmonton Oilers. We have something special to give away. We'll give the details on that. What's going on?
No, we can
want to do it now?
Well, you can announce what's going to happen.
I'm going to announce it after 4.
Okay.
I'm going to announce both updates after 4.
Sounds good.
Okay, we have something cool to give away in the next hour. I'll explain what it is when we get back.
The Lock Shop.
Kind of a disrespectful number, in my opinion. Maybe the best team in the league for 3 months. You're going in to take on a Vegas team. Now, Vegas has won 2 in a row, but prior to that, they lost 6 of 7.
For a plus money underdog, I love Buffalo. I'll be betting Buffalo on its own tonight. I'll probably have them on a 3-gamer.
Big Buffalo Sabres night?
Down on Buffalo?
Yeah? I think it's a really good number on the Buffalo Sabres here.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean?
For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season for the Oilers. He's out with a lower body injury he suffered Sunday against the Predators when taking a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt in the first period. Tonight, from Rogers Place, the Oilers match up with the Sharks. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson set the scene for that one during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That gets going at 6 o'clock right here on EST. 8 other games in the NHL. Seattle playing host to Tampa Bay. The Sabres duel with the Golden Knights as the Leafs and Islanders battle out in Toronto. In other news, the Associated Press has reported that Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-rounder. Meanwhile, the Eagles, they've signed former Chief Hollywood Brown to a 1-year deal. In the World Baseball Classic, final goes between Venezuela and the United States just after 6 o'clock. Nolan McLean taking the mound for Team USA. Venezuela expected to counter with Eduardo Rodriguez. Spring training. 3 games are live in the majors. Athletics down 6-2 against the White Sox, bottom 6th inning. And on the hardwood, OKC plays Orlando. Philly and Denver matchup out west of San Antonio and Sacramento. Tip-off having 8 games on tap. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. 4:07, along with Jay Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta. We're going to get to some comments from Chris Knobloch, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a little bit from Matt Savoy as well. Draisaitl expected to miss the rest of the season for your Edmonton Oilers, so they start that stretch of games against the Sharks tonight. Though they played most of the game without him against Nashville, he did score a goal before he left the game. So, at about 4:30 this afternoon, so that's 23-ish minutes, 23 to 25 minutes, we have had a listener donate, is it 2 tickets to the game tonight?
Yes.
So we'll have a trivia question to give away those 2 tickets.
Yes.
So you have to be able to go to the game, and you have to be able to get the tickets electronically. So Jay will coordinate that. So we'll have a trivia question at about 4:30.
Yes, Charismatic Chris.
Charismatic Chris
has donated.
Great name.
The
tickets much nicer than Childish Chris.
Yes,
or
I agree.
Churlish Chris. Isn't churlish a word?
Churlish.
Churlish. Someone rude, boorish, and mean-spirited, often displaying insensitive manners. Yeah, charismatic
I
Chris.
much prefer
much nicer than churlish Chris.
Yes.
So you can let people know as well if they think they're. Should I give the general topic?
Absolutely not.
No, I shouldn't.
This is like a playoff game tonight. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere, Reid. Is it not? Is this not a playoff game?
No, it's not.
What? I know literally. You're a man of literal meanings.
Well, I think it's at the point of the year where I think we're at the time of the year where things are starting to ramp up a little bit.
Should the Oilers treat tonight like a playoff game?
Well, you can't because you know that it isn't.
Yeah, you can.
Like, should I treat the 18th at Riverside like the 18th at Augusta? I can't.
Well, you're not a professional golfer.
Not yet.
Never say never.
Yeah, that's right.
I like your attitude.
Maybe I'll get a special invite to the Masters next month.
Who knows?
Who would I ask to caddy for me? I don't know. So anyway, at 4:30, we have a trivia question. Well, should I at least give the sport?
No, why?
All right. We'll do a trivia question at 4:30 to give away 2 tickets to the Oilers game tonight. And we're not going to confuse the answers with the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game because we have a winner. Who won?
La Bamba guy.
Pretty amazing. I did not think that this would be...
I did not see this one
that this would be gotten. Don't say gotten, everybody. I did not say that. I did not think this would be guessed correctly. Here's the thing. My news director, Michael Higgins, on CTV now in Lloyd, taught me this. He forbade us from using the word got. And I was like, but... And he goes, no, but... You can always replace the word got with a more accurate and descriptive word. I got it. I have it. I picked it up. I retrieved it. I gathered it. You know?
What about, have you got a quarter I could have?
Do you have a quarter? Have you got a quarter I could have? That's like, I know you did it spur of the moment, but I could see it in your eyes like, oh, that's terrible.
What about gotcha?
Yeah. That's the thing. That was my argument with him, that in certain slang situations.
Yeah.
But I do think when you're talking, you can find a better word than got. Now, when you're out fielding a ball, got it? Yes. I argued because...
Have it!
Well, one of the times we had an argument was, it was when McTavish tore out Harvey the Hound's tongue.
Yes.
So we had to always pick, in the intro for the show... The video would run by, so it'd be like, in news, new mayor for Lloydminster, and Lakeland College gets a grant. In weather, looks like a storm's coming, and in sports, the Blazers win their 4th in a row. So I said, okay, we're going to use the McTavish pulling the Harvey the tongue out video.
Okay.
And I said for him to say, because he voiced it ahead of time, and I said, say, Coach got your tongue. And he refused to do it.
Really?
Yeah, he refused to do it.
But isn't that like
we
a
actually
saying?
argued to the point where I walked away and said, say whatever you want. Like I refused to give an alternate because Coach got your tongue is of course a play on Cat got your tongue.
Exactly.
And I realized he didn't like the word, but I said, in this situation, Michael, we got to use it. And he goes, I don't use that word. And I walked away and I said, use whatever word you want.
Well,
so that's a big story. Yeah. So I'm not saying never use the word got, but I'm saying try to find an alternate word in your day-to-day dealings if you can.
Do you think he was too far down his own rabbit hole of not using the word got?
I think in that situation he was.
Dug his heels in?
think in that situation he was. Right. And he may be listening right now. Who knows? But I do think that there are other situations where you can come up with something better. Or you can just, here's the thing. If you were to say something, I have got it, that's redundant.
True. I have it.
You have it. I have got it. So this is Edmonton Sports Talk, everybody. we have a winner. We got a winner. We have a winner in the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery After the Game. Who won again?
La Bamba
guy. The clues were Sharks, Kings were the only ones we got to. This guy played for the Shanghai Sharks basketball from 16 to 19, played for the Sacramento Kings from 2011 to 14. Utah was another clue because he went to Brigham Young. Cougars is the name of the Brigham Young sports teams. 3x3, he's now in charge of 3x3 basketball in the States. You saw him play here in Edmonton a couple of years ago. It's Jimmer Fredette.
Yes.
I did not think somebody was getting that after 2 guesses.
Just an electric three-point shooting machine
Is
out
he?
of BYU. Yes. I'm surprised he didn't take better in the NBA.
How come? He's not a big guy, though.
Yeah, he's not a small guy, but he's excelled at the 3x3.
Right.
And the 3x3, if you are shooting well from the outside, you can dominate. I just don't know if the NBA was right for him. You know what I mean? My daughter,
it's a certain style of game. What was that situation like?
We were at 3x3 Edmonton, and I totally...
Was this one of the ones in Ice District? One of the outdoor ones?
Yeah, at the fan park.
Yeah.
They had the big circular setup with the overhang. And
that was a great setup.
It was great. I totally interrupted his warm-up. They have the playing court in the middle where the fans are, and then outside they have a warm-up court. And I completely interrupted it to say, Jimmer, could you take a picture with my daughter? He was so pissed off, but he reluctantly came over and said, sure, and then gave a massive smile and took a picture with my youngest.
Right.
I screwed up, but they won the tournament, I believe. So, no harm, no foul.
Yes, Mex, someone beat you to it. We just announced it now. It was close, I believe.
Well, yeah, it was actually exactly at the same time. It just so happened. La Bamba guys came in. So yes, Max, you still reign superior.
He's still good, but sometimes you got to settle for a second. I mean, nobody finished second more often than Jack Nicklaus in the majors, but he was still one of the all-time greats. Mex, you're the Jack Nicklaus of guessing mystery athlete of the game.
Well, more like the Jack Nicklaus.
Right. The Oil Understood is presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. All right. So here's how we expect the Oilers to line up without Draisaitl tonight. McDavid centering Savoy and Hyman. Dickinson between Nugent-Hopkins and Roslovic. Szymanski with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Henrique with Jones and Frederick. Ekholm with Bouchard. Nurse with Murphy. Wallman with Stastny. Those are your 3 D pairings. Ingram in goal. 3-1-1 against the Sharks in his career. 3.01 goals against average. .899 save percentage. And a shutout. So obviously, Leon, a huge loss. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins talking about, now this was before it was announced this morning, the exact length of time, but I think this is still a relevant clip. Nuge talking about life without Leon.
Top 4 scorer, one of the most elite players in the league. So it's not like you can just kind of, one guy can step into his shoes. It's we kind of talked about it this morning, but it's a collective thing with our group that everybody's just going to need to pick up a little bit of slack. And one thing that is going to be most important is just defending and checking and playing that stingy game. You probably lose a little bit of the scoring, but you got to check your way to find those opportunities now. And yeah, I mean, he's obviously a huge piece of this team, and we got to find ways to win games without him.
All right. Well, so here's my question to you, Jay. Do you believe this? This is the ongoing discussion. We've seen glimpses of it. Do you believe the Oilers can actually say, "Oh, no, we got to check for points"?
I'm a big believer.
We got to check for goals. Like, could they actually do that?
Yes, and I am now such a believer that, you know, bringing on Murphy and Dickinson onto this team has made that easier for the team as a collective to play that style, because they have people doing it right in front of them, and it rubs off. I mean, if you could win a game defensively, that is the sexiest way to win as a team, as a member of that team.
Right.
To beat them defensively, sure, chip in the offense, but to shut them down defensively, that is a beautiful way to play the game. Any game, really. Hockey, football, soccer, base, you know, that is a real team bonding experience. So, yeah, I think that absolutely they can do that.
So what do you think? So Leon's hurt. What do you think of Nugent-Hopkins staying on the wing?
I think that says a lot about, you know, who you brought in with Jason Dickinson. I think that says that he is ready. I mean, what did he play? 1840 last game?
Yeah, he's playing quite a bit.
I mean, certainly a lot more than he played in Chicago. They have a lot of faith in him. And we heard him speak yesterday. I mean, the way he spoke about the game, and it wasn't just in lingo, it was about like hard defined roles, staying above, pushing them outside, you know, things that a true defensive lover, a person that loves defending well, does. So, I think it opens the opportunity to have him play that shutdown center role, and you still have Nuge and Roslovic as bona fide offensive weapons.
Knobloch saying, yeah, Nuge will indeed stay on left wing.
Right now, we'll keep Ryan on the left side with Dickinson. We'll definitely need centers to work in and out. Nuge is definitely an opportunity, or a guy that can do that. But we feel Szymanski can play some center. He's been doing a great job at that. His role will get a little bit bigger right now. And yeah, we have a lot of options, but right now we'll keep our centermen as McDavid, Dickinson, Szymanski, and Henry.
Well, big responsibility for Szymanski. You know, we've talked a lot about Henrique. If he's on your fourth line, hopefully he can do the job there. Now, of course, these lines can be moved around. You can find a line. I mean, you could easily put I wonder is if they don't like what's happening down the middle, then you can put Nugent Hopkins between Podkolzin and Kapanen, which for a lot of the season has been, well, not a lot of the season, but that's kind of been one of Draisaitl's lines. Okay? So then you would have to have maybe Frederick could then go play with Dickinson and Roslovic, maybe? Or you move things around depending on how things are going.
Yeah, it's certainly...
And then Szymanski, Jones, and Henrique could be your fourth line. That's the alterations I look at if you don't like what's happening down the middle with Szymanski and Henrique as 3C and 4C.
But does this also force Coach Knobloch's hand a bit in trying to preserve these lines and say, we've got to ride with this and figure it out? Because if they're without Leon Draisaitl for the remainder of the regular season, is this lineup that you're seeing right now that the Oilers are going to be putting out tonight, is that not...
Well, there's no nuclear option, so he's going to have to roll other lines.
So I like that. I've been a proponent for that all year, is stick with these lines and gut it out. Figure it out. You've got defensive players in each of those three lines, guys that can, still defend well, but still contribute offensively. I don't mind this. So I for one, hope that it's not, okay, start of the second period, all these lines are moved around.
Well,
because don't you have to just figure it out?
He'll move the lines around if they're not playing well.
Okay, so what if it's 1-0 San Jose? After
No, I wouldn't. Okay. If they're playing okay. I mean, Savoy. I mean, credit to Savoy. At least he gives them an option where you don't feel like it's a black hole player moving up to play with McDavid and Hyman.
Savoy deserves to be there.
So good for Savoy. Yeah. He's earned the chance to stay there. Dickinson, Nuge, and Roslovic. Interesting line. Szymanski with Podkolzin and Kapanen. See, I think those two wingers can almost shelter Szymanski a little bit because they're going to forecheck and hit and skate hard. Now, Szymanski's still going to have to do his job, which he's been okay at. And then Henrique, Jones, and Frederick. I mean, here's the thing about Jones. Of course, we know he's limited. He gives you an honest effort.
Sure.
Right? He comes up from the farm. He works. He gets to the right place. He tries to make an impact. Frederick's playing a lot better. And then, Henrique is Henrique. He's probably hitting his approach shot on 18.
Sure.
So we'll see if he's what he can give you here down the stretch. But at least now does this change the whole mentality around the team that now all the players know, okay, I'm not getting my ice time cut so McDavid and Draisaitl can play 2/3 of the third period?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, so maybe if they're behind, maybe if they're down 4-1 in the third, maybe it's McDavid, Nugent, Hyman get put back together. Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Tonight off of the heels of this announcement that, one of the best players in hockey is not going to be in the lineup for the remainder of the regular season. What's the response? Now, I believe, Reid, I truly believe in the next man up mentality. I really do. It's not just a football saying. It's not. It can go across several different sports. It's an emotional feeling, a feeling of what we were just talking about with Drew Remenda. Hey, your teammate got punched in the face. I'm going to go back and I'm going to take care of that to support you.
Right.
Leon Draisaitl's out of the lineup. It's up to the rest of these guys to pick up the slack. And it's an emotional thing, but it's a reality of playing team sports. In my opinion,
yeah. Well, I mean, their offense is going to be limited. Their power play, while they still have great players on it, is obviously going to be affected. So, right, they're kind of left with no choice but to finally check a little bit,
but to defend,
and they have been getting better goaltending.
Sure.
So I understand what you're saying. Maybe they can actually finally do what they've been trying to do all year and keep the goals against down. For the season, the Oilers remain one of the best offensive teams in the league. Third in the NHL, 3.5 goals per game. Poor defensively, 27th, 3.37 goals against per game. Now, to be fair, it's been better lately. That Dallas game kind of pushes that up.
What are they, since the Olympic break, fourth?
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
In goals against?
Goals for San Jose, 3.11, that's 17th. Goals against, the Sharks are second last, 3.51. So, again, this is the Sharks are good. They're dangerous. They might have bigger flaws, though, than the Oilers, especially if the Oilers get decent goaltending from Ingram, because then Sharks can't win a game on shoddy goaltending against the Oilers. We are presented, of course, Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you have a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer whenever works for you. You can download the Play Alberta app. Go to playalberta.ca. Get things started. Play smart, play local. Remember, use your game sets. What's your play of the day, buddy? Oilers to win by 2 or more?
Yeah, Oilers to win by 2 or more goals. Connor McDavid, 2 or more points. And that has been boosted to plus 205.
All right, hop on that. You got until 7 o'clock tonight to get in there. We're going to continue setting up this game. Tom Gazzola is going to join us around 5:20. We have some more clips from after the Oilers' optional skate today. And when we get back, we'll give away 2 tickets to the game tonight. You're going to have to answer a trivia question. I'll give out that question when we get back. Here's the Coop.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season for the Oilers. He went down with a lower body injury early in the first period against Nashville on Sunday after taking a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt. And tonight, the Oilers face the Sharks from Rogers Place. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson go live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show to tee up that one. Tune in at 6 right here on EST. Around the NHL, Seattle plays host to Tampa. The Sabres duel the Knights as the Leafs and Islanders battle from Toronto. In other news, the Associated Press has reported that Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-rounder. Meanwhile, the Eagles have signed former Chief Hollywood Brown to a 1-year contract. Elsewhere, the World Baseball Classic final between Venezuela and the United States goes just after 6. Nolan McLean takes the mound for Team USA. Venezuela expected to go with Eduardo Rodriguez. Spring training action, 3 games live. Athletics trailing the White Sox 6-2, top of the 8th. Into the NBA, OKC plays Orlando. Philly and Denver match up as San Antonio and Sacramento tip off on an 8-game slate. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Their in-house team handles everything from selections to completion, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or find them at ParamountFlooring.ca. The Reid Wilkins Show returns after a brief pause. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Pick up.
Patrick speaking.
Hi, Patrick. It's Dustin and Eric from 95.7 Cruise FM and Edmonton Sports Talk. How you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good. We've got some good news for you, buddy.
No way.
You have won the Cruise FM Macklin College Flyaway Ultimate Sports Weekend Edition.
No way.
Yes way.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
You got us, Coop? Here we are. All right. Have a limerick, first of all. This one coming in from good old James. Fans wanted a goalie who didn't suck. The replacement is fighting the puck. Fans screamed like a banshee. What is Stan's plan B? He said we're bleep out of luck. Well, I can't argue with that.
I got one from Atif.
Uh-oh.
On St. Patrick's Day, beer's aglow with a jig that'll steal the show. As the green brews are flowing and the Irish are glowing, raise a toast. Let the good times flow.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. A little bit more, plenty more from the Oilers Morning Skate. We're talking with you about the Draisaitl injury. We do have 2 tickets, courtesy who again? Charismatic Chris?
Charismatic Chris.
All right. So 2 tickets to the game tonight. Do we know where they are? I assume they're decent tickets.
Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. They are inside the building.
They're not inside the ship.
Correct.
Well, the off-topic topic, by the way, for William Huff, we should revisit this because we were getting some funny stuff. Where in Edmonton would a leprechaun bury his gold? Somebody said talus balls, of course. That always comes. Whenever you say like anything in Edmonton, it's always talus balls.
Yeah, it's the one you
become
go to.
a bit of a go-to thing.
Yeah. Anytime you have the chance to say talus balls.
I think it was Mitchie that wrote it. That might be my favorite one. Underneath, at the end of the rainbow crosswalk, is it on White Ave or block off White Ave? End of the rainbow, but a different way to look at the rainbow. You said Accidental Beach?
Yes.
That's a good one.
Somebody said inside the... The leprechaun gold is probably at a Wannick's place. Leprechaun knows nobody wants to go to that den of consternation.
Oh, my
Constrantism. So get it so it's as safe as it could be.
Oh, my heavens.
I saw the, Ian says at the end of the funicular.
Oh, yeah. Which end?
Oh, good question.
The up or the down? I've been in that thing.
And somebody said buried in the end of the whale at West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah, they moved that whale several years ago, didn't
Did they?
Probably 20 years ago now, maybe not that long.
I remember taking a picture
Because it was
in
in a main thing, and now it's off on one of the sides.
Right, it used to be right down Center Street.
Yeah, now it's, I don't know where it is. Yeah, there probably are lots of places in West Edmonton Mall you could bury the gold.
Probably.
Underneath in one of the old subs.
What about at the...
Was that the day Jay was away? I think it was when you were away on Friday, we started talking about the subs. Because you didn't know about them,
No,
right?
I had no clue
Yeah,
there were
Coop didn't know
submarines.
about the subs at West Ed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know. Didn't they have flamingos or something?
Yeah, they had
at one point?
flamingos.
Yeah,
What?
peacocks. Now, what's in the exhibit there by the ship? Is it sea lions now? Or is it
I think
still
it's a sea lion.
porpoises?
It used to be dolphins.
Right. But then the Dolphins escaped. They're quite
They
smart.
grew legs and walked.
Well,
yeah.
but we used to go as an annual Milne retreat when we were younger. With my parents would take us to Fantasyland for the weekend. And you'd get a theme room. You'd go to the water park, Fantasyland. But when you're staying at Fantasyland, you can walk around all night.
Yeah, the mall's open.
In the mall.
Yeah.
So we would go and try and Ace Ventura talk to the Dolphins.
Oh, really?
And it didn't work.
Didn't work. Yeah.
But we
Good
tried.
idea, good idea.
We probably looked like a bunch of idiots on the security cameras.
Well, I'm sure
a fun time,
I'm
no?
sure they've seen a lot of idiocy on the security cameras at West Edmonton
But you
Mall.
see people jumping into the water there from time to time.
Have you ever done that?
No, Coop.
Where would a
banned for
leprechaun bury his gold? What about underneath Kate's house? That's quite a stronghold.
Under McDavid's heated driveway?
Could be.
Yeah.
What about the bottom of the Sky Screamer?
I remember several years ago, I worked with a young woman at City TV, and she was in Edmonton, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, a couple of years, and she was leaving soon, and a couple of us were hanging out one night, and she said, I've actually never seen his house. And I said, well, let's drive over there. So you got to drive into a little loop, like it's not quite a cul-de-sac, but and we're like, okay, there it is. And I kind of stopped, and all of a sudden there's like headlights right in our faces because there was like a security vehicle sitting in front of it facing away from the house that you couldn't really see when it was dark. But as soon as I turned in there, they're like turning the lights on, basically like, you've seen enough.
Move on.
Yeah, move on. But
Oh, wow.
I get it, but she just wanted to see it.
Mike outside of Edmonton said there were tigers at West Edmonton Mall, too. I don't remember.
Oh,
tigers.
yeah, there were. No, wait. Were there?
I don't know.
I don't remember that. Where were they? They're probably, I'm not doubting them. I just don't remember it.
You remember in the food park when they had the fountain that went over top of the
Oh, that'd
walkway?
be a good place for the leprechaun gold.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. The jumping fountains. Leon's body language said the gold could be under the. Now, how are we saying it? Muttert? Is that what Awanak is saying? It's muttert, not mutart?
I believe it's muttert.
It's under which pyramid? There's a mystery, an extended mystery in of itself.
How about where Klondike Mike used to be?
Huh? Good one.
That's a good one.
Today's
Is he not still
He's
there?
still there, isn't he?
Oh, is
He's
he?
still there.
I thought he
It's
was
just-
taken down. I thought they
They didn't take down Klondike Mike,
let
did they?
me confirm.
I think you'd get sued.
Yeah, he'd be upset. He's a big guy.
We should take Klondike Mike over.
All right, here
Nice
it
guy.
is. Here it is. The Hudson's, we gave out the Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. But we have 2 tickets to the game tonight. First right answer, texted into the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. The University Cup is this week. The Men's Hockey Championship for U Sports. Fortunately, the Golden Bears are not in it. But the trivia question is, who was the last player to win the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy in back-to-back years? This is the outstanding hockey player, men's hockey player in U Sports for the season, not for the tournament. Okay? Now, you may want to think there could be a certain team involved since I'm the one asking the question. Jason Milne this year. Yeah, we shouldn't give any other hints.
That's it.
Somebody, I think we won't even need to take a break. Somebody will get this right away, I would think. And this is for 2 tickets to the game tonight, which will feature Ryan Nugent-Hopkins taking on the San Jose Sharks.
They're a high-paced team. They kind of go, and we want to stop that tonight. I mean, we don't want to play into that and let them feel comfortable playing their game. And we also know where we're at standings-wise, where they're at. It's a good opportunity for us tonight to stop a little bit of their momentum. So it's a big challenge, but yeah, it's an important game. We're excited.
Here are the standings in the Pacific Division. I'll just give points. Anaheim 77, Vegas 76, Edmonton 75. Top 3, of course, automatically make the playoffs. Seattle 71, they're the second wildcard team. LA 71, out on the tiebreaker. San Jose 70. So a massive game for the Sharks, whether they're going to catch the Oilers or not. And if the Oilers win in regulation time tonight, San Jose probably won't catch the Oilers because it'll be a 7-point lead, and even San Jose's games in hand wouldn't be enough if they won all of them. But even take Edmonton out of the equation, this is a massive game for the Sharks because the first thing they need to do is get into a wild card position before they can start thinking about third in the division. Leon out. Who fills in on the power play? Coach Knobloch.
Play around. We're going to play around with it. I think the importance of winning that face-off is part of it. But having the best 5 guys and who's going to work together. I think that we have a lot of good power play guys that can play it, but it's just who's going to work well and move and read the play as well to know what McDavid's doing and Bouchard and Hyman at the nets. So it's, I think, and obviously we haven't had much time to work on it. Going forward, we'll have some morning skates that we can do that, but right now I think it's just trial and error right now.
All right, Podkolzin got a look there, tried the Draisaitl one-timer last game from a sharp angle. He forced Nunanen to make a pretty good save. I would think that Roslovic is an option there and maybe Savoy. But I think it'll be Roslovic or Podkolzin to start. I don't mind seeing Podkolzin there because he's going to forecheck. He's going to work to keep pucks alive. And as we've seen him grow over the last year and 3 quarters, he's not afraid to shoot.
Yep.
He's not afraid to have some confidence in his shot and get the puck on the net.
And he's one of the only guys on the team that will try to shoot from odd angles, a la Leon Draisaitl, right?
Right.
I kind of thought, Reid, when we first started talking about this, that you'd see Savoy out there. Just to almost like, hey, you've been doing good work. We've noticed.
Yeah.
Here's your cake. Eat some.
I wonder if they want to watch his ice time, though, a little bit. Because he also kills penalties.
That's a good point.
And I don't know if they want to throw something else at him. Okay, hey, you're on the top line. You got to kill penalties, and now you're going to get some extra shifts on the power play. I wonder if they want to regulate his ice time a little bit. I'm not saying that he wouldn't be good on the power play or hasn't played well enough to deserve it.
Right.
I just wonder if that factors into it.
Very well could.
But we could see him up there.
Now, does this mean that they might change out one player and keep the first unit power play on for a minute 40, depending on how it's going?
They
you
might
can see one
change,
player.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So the one player that's replacing Leon Draisaitl wouldn't necessarily play the entire.
Yeah. And Scott in the Nasty Chat makes a good point. What about Wallman or Nurse? I don't think Nurse. I think Wallman could be an option too. And that could maybe depend on the game situation.
Sure. Yep.
If you have a lead, could you want to protect it? But we know Wallman can fire the puck. I don't mind that idea. Right? We talked about that early in the year. If you wanted to tweak something, what was my tweak? Take Nuge off and put Wallman on? We talked about this months ago, I think.
And this was partially during times when Evan Bouchard wasn't playing at the level he is right now.
Yeah.
Maybe looking at, because that was a conversation of, well, okay, if you're not going to play defensively, then we're going to limit your time on the power play. You're going to take something away from you.
Right.
As the greatest control a coach has is ice time. I believe that's where that Jake Wallman conversation derived from. But yeah, I have time of day for it.
Do we have a winner? All right. Who was the last player to be named the U Sports Men's Hockey Player of the Year in back-to-back seasons? It's the Senator Joseph A. Sullivan Trophy.
I don't even know how. Like, this person, Reid, probably must have known it because it came in immediately.
Was it the person himself?
It was not Russell Houston.
Russ Houston is the right answer.
Mex. Like
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it was by a mile.
All right. Well, Mex is going. Can Mex go to the game?
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, okay? Charismatic Chris said, he'd like to send it to somebody who hasn't been to a game. I'm sure Mex has been, but I know Mex has young boys as well. Maybe he'll take one of them to the game and experience.
No, it'll be appreciated. It's hard for us to know who has or hasn't been to a game, so we appreciate Charismatic Chris giving the tickets.
Yes,
nonetheless.
So I will be in touch.
Russ Houston, a good player. I don't think he ever did. He get an NHL game or two with the Islanders? I think that's who he signed with.
One other person got it.
No, he never got into a game.
There were lots of guesses, but only 2 people guessed.
He was a very good all-around player. And then Russ Houston played for the Minnesota/Midwest Islanders against the Lloyd Border Kings in Allen Cup playdown games. And he was also, I think he was in that infamous 05 Allen Cup with Theo Fleury and Horst Lake. They had 7 or 8 former Golden Bears on their team. Yeah.
Played with the Stony Plain Eagles as well.
Oh, did he? Okay.
2 seasons.
Oh, nice. Yeah. He was a good hockey player. Very good hockey player. So there we go. Russ Houston is that bonus trivia answer, so Mex gets a couple tickets to the game tonight between the Oilers and the Sharks. 4:44, we better take a quick timeout. Oh, by the way, if you're on YouTube this afternoon and you have not already done so, click the thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
If you haven't clicked, I want to tell you this. We only need 17 thumbs to get to 100. And the show is not yet 2/3 over. So then we're in total gravy territory in the final hour of the show. And maybe we can get to 100 and... Buying or selling for Damon Bunting when we get back. Tom Gazzola is coming up as well.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season for the Oilers. He sustained a lower body injury Sunday against the Predators when absorbing a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt. It's the Oilers and Sharks tonight. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee up the matchup during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. They hit the airwaves at 6 o'clock right here on EST. Around the NHL, there's 9 total games. Seattle playing host to Tampa Bay. The Sabres dueling the Golden Knights as the Leafs and Islanders battle out in Toronto. In other news, the Associated Press has reported that Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-rounder. Elsewhere, the World Baseball Classic final between Venezuela and the United States goes just after 6 o'clock. In spring training action, 3 games live. The White Sox up 6-4 over the Athletics, bottom of the 8th inning. Into the hardwood, March Madness gets underway with the first 4. Early in the first half, UMBC taking on Howard. UMBC down by 3 points. And after that, it's the Longhorns facing the Wolfpack. They tip off at 7:15. To the NBA, OKC plays Orlando. Philly and Denver matchup out west as San Antonio and Sacramento go at it, having 8 games on tap around the association. This sports update is brought to you by Sather Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at satherreidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. Buying or selling up next for Damon Bunting here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
When you have to go up against that,
stacked against you like that.
When you're going up against the Strips who can't even call a clear goaltender interference.
Hold on, I'm a little parched here. I just might have a bit of a sip.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, fine. It's very tainted for the next year.
Tainted.
It's gonna whatever you drink out of that, it's gonna taste so bitter.
Yeah.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Spring. Ready to start your spring organizing? Create space in your garage, closets, and basement with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
He is Jason Milne. I am Reid Wilkins. The Coob is at the technical desk. That's Zach Kubish, for those of you unfamiliar with his wonderful nickname. And we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. So it's St. Patrick's Day. You can get lucky at the Canadian Brewhouse St. Patrick's Day. You can enter to win a trip for two to Ireland. You can celebrate with green beer, Guinness, and Jameson shots. Don't miss the party at the Canadian Brewhouse. You can also have some St. Patrick's Day fun with our off-topic topic for William Huff. Where in Edmonton would a leprechaun bury his gold? We have had some incredible suggestions, some very creative, some very funny. So you can keep... I'm trying to think, like... Uh-oh.
Uncle Jesse says, as a guy that has moved away from the capital region, are you telling me that the food court fountains are no longer there? They are no longer there.
Like, in which food court?
The main one. The main one off of the
like phase 1 or the phase 3 one now?
Like by the Santa Maria?
Near the
kind of
ship.
by the Santa Maria.
By that whole exhibit there. Yeah, that is a big one.
You can walk through it to the mini
Like
golf.
it's so seldom that I'm there now.
Yeah, and they used to have the fountain that would squirt over and you could walk under it. It was like a fountain.
Oh, it was like an archway or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my brother-in-law got married under those. Lasted about as long as the fountains.
Abutski says inside the Alley 17 ball return at Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes.
I love how specific he is. Yeah.
Bonnie Doon Bowling Lanes. We used to bowl. We used to roll there.
Well, we were just at Bonnie Doon.
We were.
For Mr. Mike's.
Not rolling.
No, we could have bowled though.
Isn't that 5-pin? Is Bonnie Doon...
Or are you thinking of Plaza by Nate? Or maybe they both are.
I think Bonnie Doon has 5-pin or had.
Okay.
I know Sherwood Park Bowl is 5-pin.
Yeah, 5-pin lanes.
Yeah.
They have them there.
What about... That's Bonnie Doon is 5-pin?
Yes.
And what about Plaza Bowl by Nate? Is that... I thought that was 5-pin too. Yeah,
Serving up classic 5-pin. Yeah.
So that's
I
5-pin,
haven't
okay.
bowled 5-pin in a
Plaza
long
Bowl.
time.
Yeah, when I bowl now, it's... Well, the last 2 times I bowled, it was at our Christmas party.
Yeah.
Dominant.
Well,
Big time.
We don't need to speak about those that weren't dominant.
Rod says he's confirming Bonnie Doon 5-pin. We appreciate that, Rod. We could do a bowling alley show in the summer. Edmonton bowling alleys.
We should do a show from Bonnie Doon.
Yeah.
Very loud.
That would be awesome. The crack of
great.
bowling
a
pins.
lot of people now confirming Plaza and Bonnie Doon 5-pin. Thank you in the nasty chat. That's
Right.
awesome.
It's a lost art.
And then this is from the off-topic topic. Not about bowling. Where would a leprechaun bury his gold in Edmonton?
What's harder?
Under home plate at
Ducey Dome?
Remax Field? Yeah.
What's harder, 5 or 10 pin bowling?
Oh, 5.
I think so, hey?
I mean, 10 is more
you can
physically
grab that,
taxing.
You can grab that ball. That 5-pin ball is smaller, so you can really whistle it down there.
I've never actually played 5-pin.
Well, you're a taller guy. You've got bigger hands, so maybe you'd enjoy it more than lugging, because the 10-pin ball can sometimes be heavier.
But 5-pin, if you're missing, you can really miss. If you hit the head pin head on, it's like great.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Probably harder to, it's obviously harder to score in 5-pin. Because you can literally go through the wickets.
Yes. Yeah. Like 10-pin on your first ball, you're likely going to hit something unless you throw a gutter ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And in 10-pin, every pin is worth a point. 5-pin, it's what, 5, 3, and 2?
Something like that.
Because of 15 is this. Because a perfect game in 5-pin is 450. It's 300 in 10-pin. Neither one of which I have achieved. Dan says, hide the gold in the back of the Oilers' net where everything else ends up. He also says, you guys missed my limerick. I got Dan, I'm sorry. We did. I don't think we saw your limerick. Our bad.
Resend it.
Yeah, you got to email it. If you put it in the nasty chat, don't put it in the nasty chat because it's too hard to read, and we might miss it. That's Dan, not Greaser, as I found out.
No, but it's Greaser now.
True. All right. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. The River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Proud to present Unified MMA U68 Friday, March 27th. River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets are on sale. Go to the River Cree Ticketmaster box office. Tickets starting at $89.25 for reserved seating plus service charge and GST. Of course, Canada's top mixed martial arts promotion comes back to River Cree Resort and Casino Unified MMA U68. All right. Buying or selling, Mr. Milne? Buying or selling is presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. I guess the question is, are the new acquisitions, I guess we have to exclude Colton Dock because he didn't get to play much and now he's on LTIR, but Murphy and Dickinson, is their whole attitude and posture enough to make up for the absence of Draisaitl? Because now, as we were talking about, maybe the Oilers can excel as a little bit of a checking team. Nugent Hopkins today was commenting on the new guys.
Two veteran guys. Obviously, Docker went down, but he's an energy guy too. But those two guys, vets, they know how to play. They play the right way. Dickey just so reliable, hard to play against. I've played against him for a lot of years, and he's always hard to play against. Doesn't give you much, and he's in your face a lot. And Murph, same thing. He's frustrating to play against. He finishes everything, and he just never really gets exposed. He's never really giving you anything easy. And I thought him and Doc last game were just physical, and every time the Nashville came into our zone, they were just getting hit and finished, and you could tell it's draining for sure. So I think just our decor in general last game, the way that they're standing, holding lines, being physical, that's a tough game to play against every night.
I agree. I think that's bang on. But here's the problem, Reid. Is Jason Dickinson can do all that, but who gets the bulk of the ice time in Edmonton? That top line, Connor McDavid.
Yes.
Connor McDavid's got 114 points. He's only plus 12, Reid. Right? So unless you have buy-in from the entire team, which maybe now there's a little bit more awareness of that defensive structure that we've been talking about all year. Oilers fans have been looking for all year. But look at Nathan McKinnon. He's got 110 points. He's plus 56.
Right.
Right? I mean, when you compare that to Connor McDavid, you see a major drop-off in what can only be described as their defensive production.
Right.
So I hope, I think Mex put it in the chat earlier, this Patrick Ewing effect. When one of your stars goes down, it raises this, the rest of the level of play on the team to make up for it.
Like, he's not there to save you. And this isn't like, we got to play 2 games without Leon and then he's back. This is, okay, we got to try and clinch a playoff spot without Leon. Like, I remember the first time the Lightning won the Cup. Remember Stamkos missed most of the playoffs? He came back and played like 8 minutes and got hurt again. And I know some guys around hockey were saying they kind of play better without him.
Well,
that wasn't a knock on Stamkos. It's just they had to kind of...
You have to play more of a team game.
Lock into a little bit of a different mentality.
Instead of just saying, here you go, Leon. Here you go, Connor. You do it.
Now, having said that, if they hadn't acquired Dickinson, I think this would look a lot tougher right now. I guess you would put Nuge at center, but then you'd be filling in. I mean,
well,
if they didn't have Dickinson, they'd be calling someone from the farm. Right.
Yeah, so should Stan Bowman be buying or selling? Stan Bowman should be celebrated.
Oh, you're going to get people riled up with that one.
Well, I'm just looking, look at the position the Oilers are in now, just with the addition of Jason Dickinson, who's turned out to be better probably than expected.
He's pretty good.
When you
Someone
first
said
heard
his
that
faceoffs
trade.
are good. I don't think his faceoffs are that great with the Oilers, but maybe it's just that last game I was looking at. But he has a. I'll say this about Dickinson. He has a professionalism and a self-awareness that is a breath of fresh air, I think, on this team.
Well, and it becomes...
I'm not saying other players aren't professional, but
No.
in terms of... He knows what's in his lunch kit every day.
But it comes from a defensive perspective. Defense first. Defense wins. Defense leads to offense. I think that's what Oilers fans are starting to really like about Jason Dickinson.
With the Oilers, Dickinson is just 6 games. He's 48.8% in faceoffs. With Chicago, in 47 games, he was 49.5%. He might have been above 50% to the last game. I think he had a tough goal last game. But anyway, it's interesting how these lines look. But they're going to have to forecheck. They're going to have to get in the way defensively. And they're going to have to get good goaltending. We haven't spent any of this show talking about what kind of game are we going to get net. Are we at the point with Ingram where we expect him to at least give them a chance? Like that it won't be a disaster?
Well, you expect the other team to score 2 to 3 goals, but the Oilers to score more. I think that's realistic expectations. Now, if Connor Ingram can keep that to 1 goal or 0 goals, that's a major victory.
Yeah, pretty much a guaranteed win.
It should be.
Right.
It should be the way that the Oilers can put pucks in the net.
So we're talking more about, okay, if the Oilers give up a lot of goals, then they're probably not defending well. Because Ingram generally isn't getting beaten on questionable shots. On iffy shots.
3 of the last 3 goals that went in on him went in off the post. Something like that.
Oh, is that true? I didn't even think of that.
I'm pretty sure I saw that after the Nashville game. Now, I didn't think that one went in. The only goal to get by him in Nashville, did that go off the post? I know it was kind of a knuckler.
I thought it ticked an Oilers defender on the way in.
So maybe it was the 3 goals prior to that or something like that.
All the goals in St. Louis.
But he's not getting beat clean. We've said this for a while now. He's not getting beat on a goal where you're looking back and saying, ugh.
Well, even that, remember that first period, I can't remember who shot it. If it was Stamkos or somebody else. I think it was the first Nashville power play. It was early in the game. And somebody wired a wrist shot from just above the hash marks, and he kind of caught it with a little bit of a flare.
Yep.
Those have been going in on other goalies this year.
Yes.
You know, those ones where it's like, well, yeah, it was a good shot, but God, can you just catch it?
Have you noticed him in net? Like, even when the play is in his zone, he's just very calculated with his movement. I think Gage has spoke about that as well. He's not, bursting to this side, bursting back. Like he's confident in where his positioning is.
His positioning's been good, and he's not like Jari makes good saves, but then I feel as if he gets pulled out of his net a little bit. Like even that first goal against Dallas, like didn't he make a save and then he's off to his right and the backhand goes right into the middle of the net because he's not back in position yet?
Yeah.
You're not seeing Ingram get caught out of position, and he's moving well side to side. I mean, he stopped a couple one-timers against Nashville. What was the knock against Skinner? It's like you'd be like, well, yeah, it was a nice one-timer, but he's not even close.
Across.
He's not even close to being there.
Yeah, no, the anticipation that Connor Ingram has shown has been good, and you're right, Reid. That's something to take note of. Is that we've been talking. Connor Ingram has not come up all that much in discussion about how the Oilers are going to play tonight, or how the Oilers get the result that they want to.
Right.
Which is, I mean, for Oilers fans, this has to be relieving. Now, could have a totally different outcome tonight, and the world is on fire as of tomorrow. But for now, Connor Ingram's been playing.
I think Rod's
very
got.
well.
I assume this is Dickinson's faceoff stats. What would that be? 40 wins out of 82 draws. 48.8%. That makes sense. So okay. So he's a little below average. James says Jari is a slider. Ingram is a shuffler. That's an interesting way to look at it. I think that's fair. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Tom Gazzola is going to join us at about 20 after 5. We're getting you ready for the Oilers and the Sharks. We do want to find out what Koob did last night. He did something very interesting related to a story he told us yesterday as well. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it. That period plus is the launching point for a good end of the season for Tristan Jarry.
Hire it. Sometimes best way to get out of a slump for a goaltender is to not be able to have any preparation whatsoever. And just be like, where's my helmet? Do I have my glove? Did I tape my stick? And you're just trying to get
Two
out
guys
there.
and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new. Tons of options. And the good stuff, like our espresso martinis and our cracked pepper and sea salt dry ribs. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m., starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Multi-platinum country superstars High Valley return to the River Cree Resort and Casino March 21st. Don't miss High Valley's signature fusion of contemporary country and traditional bluegrass. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Spring. Ready to start your spring organizing? Create space in your garage, closets, and basement with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season for the Oilers with a lower body injury he suffered Sunday against the Predators when taking a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt. And the Oilers, they challenge the Sharks at home tonight. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee up the matchup during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That gets going at 6 o'clock right here on EST. 3 games about to get going in the NHL. The Islanders are out in Toronto to clash with the Maple Leafs. The Bruins and Canadiens meet in Montreal while Columbus plays host to Carolina. In other news, the Associated Press has reported that Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-rounder. And the World Baseball Classic wraps up the final going between Venezuela and the United States. First pitch just after 6 o'clock. And to the hardwood, March Madness is underway. The first 4, UMBC trailing Howard 28-22. About 8 minutes left in the first half. After that, Texas and NC State tip-off at 7:15. NBA action. The Heat and Hornets go at it. The Thunder face the Magic as the Pistons tip off with the Wizards. Total of 8 games on tap tonight. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
The Toronto Maple Leafs wearing the St. Pat's jerseys tonight. Yeah, Easier to find a 4-leaf clover than for them to win the Stanley Cup. I couldn't resist. It's right there.
The Oilers had
right there.
They have St. Patrick's Day jerseys, right? The Oilers have the black and green.
Maybe for warm up. I don't think they've ever worn them in a game. But the Leafs are wearing the St. Pat's jerseys. Yeah,
but I'm just wondering, like the Oilers released St. Patrick's Day jerseys at one
had
point.
Stuff. Yeah, and they had Halloween ones once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if they wore them all in the warm up, but they've had stuff like that over the years.
You
can buy
sitting up there.
Yeah.
In the media press box tonight, might look down and see some green themed Oilers jerseys.
Well, it's a long way to look.
You don't have binoculars?
I don't always bring them. I do have the little opera ones. I don't know where they are, actually.
You know what you should have? What's it called when you extend it?
Like a periscope?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
That would be so good.
No, is that a periscope?
Well, a monocle is just the single.
Yeah, I think it's a periscope is something that's extendable.
Yeah, periscope. One scope.
Right.
Yeah.
Bifocal.
Binoculars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never thought of that.
Binoculars.
Les says, does Edmonton have a large Irish community? No idea. Hula Boy Steve. I don't know the breakdown. Hula Boy Steve says my coworker was wearing a green Oilers jersey today. Yeah, so there's a bunch of specialty stuff out there.
Dave Fermewell text me. That's the Remembrance Day jersey.
Oh, there it is.
But that also has green on it.
Okay.
Like the Army motif.
Yeah, good stuff.
Should more teams wear green on St. Patrick's Day?
Why?
I mean, Toronto Maple Leafs are doing it.
Do they wear
Yeah,
red and white
but the
on
Leafs
Christmas?
used to be called the St. Pats.
No, I understand that, but would it be a fun thing to every single team that's in action on St. Patrick's Day?
I don't think that'd be fun at all, Coop.
No fun at all. Okay, you don't want to see a green Oilers jersey out on the ice? I think that.
I want to see their jersey.
I think it'd be
I
kind
want
of
to see
cool.
them.
More opportunity to make money for the NHL.
Well,
I don't know how many people would buy that.
Yeah, I don't think it moves the needle enough to say, hey, wear this jersey.
Well, if you're like a green,
they don't wear pink jerseys during when they're doing breast cancer. But the wall, remember, there's a game or two that the logos on the wall are all pink.
Right. Yeah,
right?
and they wear.
But they don't change their jersey for that.
Yeah, they have special
so
jerseys.
They certainly wouldn't do it for
during warm up. So
St. Patrick's Day.
Sure, I wouldn't mind.
No, I
seeing
admire your thoughts, Coop.
Do you know why it's called St. Patrick's Day?
Because somebody named St. Patrick did something very important.
Yeah, he died.
Oh,
who chased the snakes out of Ireland?
Bocephus?
Maybe.
I don't know. St. Patrick was the patron saint of Ireland. What?
Les says everybody should wear jester-themed uniforms on April Fool's Day. Yeah, just have every day.
Every day.
Every day be something. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, Halloween-themed jerseys.
By the way, I don't know what's going on. We were at 99 thumbs. Now we're at 98. So if you have not clicked the thumbs up on YouTube, I'm not sure why you haven't at this point. Well, maybe you don't like the show, which is fine.
People can remove their thumb.
Maybe you're waiting for the song.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Let's get over 100 and see how high we can go. Matt Savoy talking about playing on a line with Connor McDavid.
Yeah, definitely feeling more comfortable. It can be tough playing with a guy like that, the speed that he plays at and some of the plays that he makes, but definitely getting more used to it and more accustomed to kind of how quick the passes come and some plays that he's able to make that not many guys are. So it's been a lot of fun, obviously. He drives a lot of the play, and it's been fun to play with him.
Yeah, he's looked good there, looked comfortable. Big goal last game turned out to be the game winner. Like I was saying, he's on the PK as well. Intelligent hockey player. Generally he's not a liability when he's on the ice, which is important.
He's got 9 points in his last 10 games.
And he's got the chance to stay up there the rest of the season because, of course, the story of the day is Draisaitl's not coming back.
And he deserves it, right? I mean, local kid, come back. That was a contentious trade at the time. But if he can keep playing like this, very positive. And you get to play with, by the way, you get to play with the best player in the world.
Yeah, and Hyman is on the other wing. That's not bad.
Yeah, your other winger. Yeah, he's okay too.
Castor, St. Patrick chased the snakes, I think. There was an episode of The Simpsons with Barry White. Les, not only did Pat chase the snakes out of the aisle, he rid it of any proof snakes were ever there. How about that?
Wow.
Rip City Step says the players should have green jerseys so they don't get pinched. Coop is right. Well, okay. You can just see Rip City chasing the players around the ice. I must pinch you.
Just with those extended,
Pinch,
the
pinch,
things you
pinch.
pick up garbage
Yeah.
off the ground. Just, I must pinch
The
you.
grabbers or whatever.
That was a great skit on Kids in the Hall.
I'm crushing your
I'm
head.
crushing your head.
They were funny. Like
That was-
incredibly weird. So there was a question in our Canadian trivia box.
Yes.
We didn't do it on air. And it said, what cross-dressing Canadian comedy troupe had a show on CBC? And Jay and I were like, well, Kids in the Hall.
It's got to be Kids in the Hall.
I wouldn't identify them purely as a cross-dressing troupe. Many of they had sketches in which they dressed as women for comedic effect.
Yeah.
But they did a whole bunch of other stuff.
Well, so does SNL.
Yeah, like
they have characters dress up as women as well.
Right.
And did they say, would they characterize that as a cross-dressing late night show?
I was just surprised that's how they labeled them. Or they could have said, what Canadian troupe who sometimes got laughs with their cross-dressing sketches, you know.
Sure. It made it seem, if
But
you
if
didn't
you
know.
didn't know, you'd think their whole act was that they did their whole act dressed as women, which they didn't. Anyway, we like Kids in the Hall. VR Montemegro says there was so much cross-dressing compared to SCTV. Okay, fair enough. Now we're gonna. It's the new stat, the cross-dressing index, the CDI, the comedy show CDI. Hey, did you see that new sketch comedy show? Yeah, what's their CDI? Oh, it's low. It's low. There are no kids in the hall.
Rod Z. 539,160 Irish people living in Edmonton as of the 2021 census.
Half the population?
That's a lot.
Is of Irish descent? That can't be right.
Although I don't live in Edmonton, would I be considered Irish? My dad's whole side is Irish.
Yeah, I guess.
But like,
How
I'm
far
Canadian.
back do you go? I guess. Yeah. Like at what point do you stop going back?
My children are Canadian,
Right.
Are they not? But how long do you stick with that?
Right. So my maternal grandparents were born in Ukraine.
Right. I'm an Irish Ukrainian. That's about as Edmontonian as you could get.
Right.
Right?
His last name is Pierogi.
Milnachuk.
That's pretty good. Oilers Sharks tonight. Leon Draisaitl expected to miss the rest of the regular season. Sharks, I was talking about, like the decent scoring team, not great defensively. Here's head coach Knobloch.
A very young team, a lot of energy. Obviously, Celebrini is the focal point of their team. How he is going is pretty much how their team is going. And for us, it's important that we check him well and not give him too many opportunities. But they've got a lot of good players on that team. So, I think one thing they don't probably get enough recognition for is, they do have some young skill, some fast players, but they're a good forechecking team. They score a lot of goals off the forecheck, so it's important for us to break out the puck smoothly tonight.
Celebrini, Graff, and Smith, their top line. Eklund had that great goal a few days ago. What was he was batted out of the air as he got knocked down. He's on their second line with Misa and Toffoli. Orloff and Klingberg leading the defense pairings. Vinny Desharnais still hanging on with the Sharks. He's on the third pair. Nedeljkovic, the expected goaltender, and Ingram is going to get the start for your Edmonton Oilers. Did you have something in there, River Crew Resort and Casino inbox?
Totally unrelated, but I had to laugh because this is simply too good. Colin the Amish man says, good afternoon, fellas. Slightly off topic, but wanted to ask at the behest of Casino Dealer Jay. So Colin the Amish man is asking a question for Casino Dealer Jay, I believe, right?
Are they watching together? Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe they work together.
Right.
Mr. Wilkins, I believe that would be you, Reid.
Okay.
Have you considered moving your hit on the morning show to Tuesday? So instead of Creed Tuesday, we could have Creed Tuesday.
That's very original. I can tell you it has not been considered. I don't know how Dustin and I arrived at Thursday. It just was like Thursday. You'll do it.
That would be a power move if you said, I want to support Creed Tuesday.
With Reid Tuesday?
With Creed.
Creid. That's
what a hit.
You never know what our nasties are going to say.
Some things write themselves,
We have some
Reid.
very original and creative people, which is pretty cool. That's the afternoon inbox for River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their mobile app, free to download, get exclusive offers and promotions, get show tickets, make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and it's easy to use. Tom Gazzola coming up next.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the Oilers' regular season with a lower body injury he sustained on Sunday against the Predators when taking a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt. It's the Oilers and Sharks tonight from Rogers Place. Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson tee up the game during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. That goes live at 6 o'clock right here on EST. There's a trio of games live in the NHL right now. 1-0, the Blue Jackets over the Hurricanes. Habs are down 1-0 to the Bruins, while the Islanders have an early lead on the Maple Leafs. Braden Shen on the power play for Long Island. All three of those games are midway through the opening frame. In other news, the Associated Press has reported that Jalen Waddle has been traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos in exchange for 3 draft picks, including a first-round pick. Elsewhere, the World Baseball Classic final goes down between Venezuela and the United States just after 6 o'clock today. To the hardwood. In the NBA, Heat down 12-8 to the Hornets. 7 minutes left in the first. The Thunder are also battling the Magic. Orlando with a 2-point lead. 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. And in March Madness, the first 4 underway. UMBC trailing Howard 36-30. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And at 7:15, Texas takes on NC State. Tom Gazzola up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Edmonton Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl expected to miss the remainder of the regular season after sustaining a lower body injury. Chris Knobloch lied to us once again. Right? Knobloch's always like, yeah, you know, he's going to miss a couple games.
Well, first of all, Knobloch should take some medical courses.
The Oil
this
Stream,
summer.
presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You know the saying, April showers bring May flowers, but really May brings you...
Mom, I'm home from university.
Need extra space? Sentinel Storage. Affordable, convenient, and Canadian storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free, plus students save 10% on continued rental. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Goodwill is
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new. Tons of options. And the good stuff, like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m., starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Well, the Oilers ruined a lot of lunch hours today. At about 12:30, they announced that Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the rest of the regular season. 14 games remaining, starting tonight against the San Jose Sharks. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years, whether it's game day or a snowstorm. We work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. He has the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at 6 o'clock. He's on after the game with the postgame show. It's our colleague Tom Gazzola checking in. Tom, it's Reid and Jay. How are you?
Oh, wow. What an honor. I didn't know I was on with you guys today.
Who'd you think you were on
guys?
with?
Oh, my goodness. I'm kidding. I'm so full of crap right now, obviously.
You're wearing green.
I am wearing green. I'm wearing a Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael shirt.
Are you wearing that to the game tonight?
No, I'll have a new suit that's green. Big thank you to Richie and Jared from Modern Measure who got me set up with it, and I'll wear it for the first time.
You got a green suit.
I got a green suit.
Interesting. What hue of green?
Forest?
Forest. Yeah, I was going to say I was hoping forest.
It's not like a lighter green. Like, is it darker than Kermit the Frog?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Gotta be.
It is darker than Kermit the Frog. Yeah. And now, is it Kermit the Frog or is it Kermit D. Frog?
What are you talking about?
His name.
Well, why wouldn't it be Kermit the Frog? Are you speaking en français?
No, Kermit D. Frog. Isn't D
like his middle name is Dominique.
Right.
Kermit
the Frog. The character's name is Kermit the Frog.
Okay,
so he says it Kermit the Frog.
But
okay,
not
fine.
Kermit D.
Not
Frog.
D. Kermit the Frog. Fine. Because he's the only frog in the world, apparently.
Yeah, Kermit D. Frog would be the cheap knockoff version.
Right. Okay, so you're wearing a green suit. I'm looking forward to seeing that. You're always very sharp dressed.
Emerald green, maybe. For the Emerald Isle.
Yeah. Our off-topic topic, Tom, for William Huff. Where in Edmonton would a leprechaun bury his gold?
I heard you guys talking about this earlier. That is a great one. Where would a leprechaun bury his gold? Under the New Druid, which is an old building.
Oh, that's a good one.
How about that?
Yeah, 104th and 104th, right?
Yep, that's a block away from my place. I need to go there. I remember the old Druid. It was actually a lot of fun. And that's just off the top of my head. I know some people said, Jay, you had what, Accidental Beach?
Yeah.
Someone had a crosswalk at
the Rainbow Crosswalk
Ave.
in Old Strathcona. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
What was some other ones?
I had the ship. I had a lower level of the Santa Maria ship.
Yeah.
Talus Balls, of course, came up. Yeah. Accidental Beach. The Matart under one of the pyramids. Which one?
Lots of West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah. Themed stuff. The whale's butt.
The whale's butt, yeah. Is Austin O'Brien Irish or Scottish?
Oh, it's the Scots, isn't it?
Austin O'Brien. O'Brien would be Scottish.
Well, isn't there a team in town called the Scots, or is that O'Leary?
That's Archbishop Jordan.
Archbishop. I don't know all the teams.
Sherwood Park.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a sneaky good trivia game I could crush at.
What's the name of the team? Oh, it's the Crusaders.
Austin O'Brien Crusaders.
Yeah,
so
that's
Austin
right.
O'Brien. Who is Austin O'Brien?
I believe he was a cardinal or a bishop. I don't know. I had to go to high school there because, my mom forced me to go there. She worked for Edmonton Catholic Schools. She wouldn't let me go to O'Leary because she said, all your Italian cousins and friends and all your hockey buddies will be at O'Leary and you will never pass. You're going to Austin O'Brien.
And did you pass?
Barely.
Well,
But
so
here I
she
am.
was right, I guess.
She was right.
Did you have Mr.
She
Zip?
knows. I had Zip was there, but I didn't have classes with Zip. But Zip was very popular, and my mom loved working with him.
Well, who doesn't love Zip?
Great guy.
All right. Anyway, we do have a game today. What was your reaction to the Draisaitl announcement?
Uh-oh, not good. I got the email, and I was like, holy crap, that is way worse than I thought it would be. And listen, guys, you know it has to be something serious if he can't gut it out, because he is a tough customer. He has battled through high ankle sprains and all kinds of other stuff. So something is definitely wrong. I don't know to what extent. I can only guess. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a doctor, not Dr. Hargis, who got into it with Dregs on the Crosby thing, but another doctor, and he was like, yeah, you know what? Could be what Jay said, hip pointer, could be a knee thing. So who knows? And they're being mum on this too. Like, Reid, you were talking about how we were at the availability this morning, and Knobloch said, well, you might know later today or maybe tomorrow. And then sure enough, a couple hours later, we got the release.
Yeah, I think Knobloch already knew at that time. He was just told we'll put it out on our own a little bit later on. So what do you think of how they're trying to deploy things here? You leave Savoy with McDavid and Hyman. A natural thinking in terms of the reaction might be, well, Nugent Hopkins to center, Dickinson to center, Henrique at center, but they're going to play Dickinson and Nugent Hopkins on the same line. Mm-hmm. What do you think of how they're deciding to roll things out to compensate for Draisaitl's absence?
Right, and Roslovic's on the other flank there. So I look at it like this. I look at it as a second line with three good NHL veterans. Now, I know Dickinson's MO is to be a shutdown guy, and he thrives on that, and that's what he loves to do. But if he could be reliable down the middle and provide a little bit of balance in the D zone, and then you can let Nugent Hopkins and Roslovic do all the heavy lifting on the offensive side of the puck and in the O zone, then you have a decent veteran line that could be a patchwork second line for a little bit. If it doesn't work, you can blow it up. You can move Podkolzin back up there. You could look at maybe Kapanen again. But then the reason why I look at that second line with Dickinson down the middle and Nugent Hopkins and Roslovic as like respectable and being able to provide a little bit of offensive jam is because you look at what the third line is, quote unquote, third line. And you have Szymanski down the middle, who Knobloch talked about a little bit today, said they're going to give him a look. He's a bigger guy. He doesn't like throw his weight around. He's just figuring out how to play at the NHL level. But again, he has two veteran players who can play big boy hockey on his wings. Like if I was a rookie and I'm looking and I've got Vasily Podkolzin, who just works his ass off and does everything as best as he can, and most of the time it's the right way to play. And then I have Kasperi Kapanen, who's a tank and has some offensive panache and knows that, if things get rough, I've got these two animals that can take care of business. I just have to go out there and play. I like the rationale there. Let's see if it sticks. It's a bit of a big ask for Szymanski, but again, like I've been encouraged by his early tenure in the National Hockey League. And then the fourth line, Max Jones getting the call up instead of an Ike Howard or Quinn Hudson. That's telling of what type of hockey the coaching staff and the management team want to play down the stretch. And that's big boy hockey as well, because you got Frederick on one side and then you've got Max Jones on the other side. Those are big guys. We'll see how many minutes they get. And then Adam Henrique's just, older and veteran savvy. And I agree with most people. It doesn't look like he has much left in the tank, but he's on the roster. He's not going anywhere. So you got to use him. He may as well be there.
Tommy, look, the calling card for this staff, this coaching staff has been, well, we'll see what happens after the first period. Then boom goes the lineups. Boom goes the lines. Nuclear has been thrown. Well, that's not an option anymore. Do you think that this might be of benefit? You can't say losing Leon Draisaitl would ever be a benefit, but just for the sake of what is now, they're going to be without him for the remainder of the regular season. Does that force Coach Knobloch's hand in saying that these lines, you've got to figure it out with what you've got here? Or do you still see the opportunity where these lines could continue to get jumbled up and mixed throughout the game?
100%, Jay, they can get jumbled up. 100%. I suppose the semi-nuclear option would be Nugent Hopkins up there. Nowhere near as potent, obviously. Depending on how things are going, who's playing well in any particular game that Draisaitl's out, maybe it's Vasily Podkolzin and you put him up there. Maybe Kasperi Kapanen's having a game. Maybe, you get a surprise performance from, I don't know, Jack Roslovic, and he ends up being the guy that you throw up with McDavid and Hyman and go to for a goal if you're desperate for one. But the crutch is gone. There's no crutch to rely on if you're down 1-0 10 minutes into a game. You're gonna have to rely on your lines. Have faith in them. Maybe you can shorten the bench from 4 lines to 3, especially as the game gets deeper. But that crutch is gone, Jay. And whatever else you throw out there to stack it up isn't as potent whatsoever as a line that has Draisaitl and McDavid. And that's just the reality of it right now. And you got to make it work. You got to find a way. And I wouldn't doubt Knobloch, again, like how he started this point here, to jumble it up if he sees or feels things aren't working offensively.
All right, Tom. Thanks so much for doing this. You're taking over at 6 o'clock. Who do you have coming up?
We've got Curtis Pashalka coming on from the Bay Area News Group, and then we'll also have Joaquin Gage as our analyst. Looking forward to Gage Changers. He has really taken over that segment and made it his own, insisting I change the name of it. But for him, I'll do anything because he is a good man and a good teammate. I would go after Ozzy Weisblatt if he touched Joaquin Gage.
Yeah, no one touches Gager. Very well said. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you at the rink. Can't wait to see your suit.
Thanks, boys. See you later.
Tom Gazzola from the Oil Stream here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery. All in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Jason Milne's play of the day is
Oilers to win by 2 or more goals. McDavid, 2 or more points. Boosted to, I'm having a hard, 205 plus 205.
All right. Pretty good stuff. Tom Gazzola was on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oilers trying to win their, second straight? Well, so if they won this one, what would they be? 4-1-1 in their last 6? That's actually not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. There's people have been writing in about the divisional games. Certainly important. Put a little more distance between the Oilers and the Sharks, especially with a regulation victory tonight. All right, 5:36. Let's take the break now.
Okay.
We'll come back with words of the day. A little bit more on the game tonight. Koob has had a revelation. He has a follow-up, I guess, to something he talked about yesterday, which should be pretty interesting as well.
Leon Draisaitl is expected to miss the remainder of the regular season for the Oilers with a lower body injury he suffered Sunday against the Predators early in the first period. He took a hit from Ozzy Weisblatt and left early in the start of that game. 3 games in the NHL right now, 4 of which actually just about to get underway. Blue Jackets up 1-0 over the Hurricanes. 4 minutes left in the first. Mason Marchment with his 16th, getting one on the power play there for Columbus. It's notched at 1 aside between the Canadiens and Bruins. Nick Suzuki is 24th of the season, tying up the game. And Callum Ritchie on the board, 9th goal of this year's campaign for the Islanders. 2-0 lead in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. That one's late in the first period. To the hardwood over in the NBA. At the end of the first, the Heat are down by 2 points, 26-24 to the Hornets. The Thunder have a 4-point lead over the Magic, while nearing the end of the opening frame, it's the Wizards down by 1 against the Pistons. March Madness action Howard up 49-41 at halftime. In the first four, after that, Texas and NC State tip-off at 7:15. And the World Baseball Classic final goes between Venezuela and the United States. First pitch for that one just after 6. Nolan McLean takes him out for Team USA. Venezuela expected to counter with Eduardo Rodriguez. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Words of the day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Obviously, the Oilers are going to miss him. That goes without saying. It might be a good thing for this Oiler team. 2 reasons. It's going to bring him together. Can't just depend on 2 guys anymore. And I think the biggest thing for me is Knobloch. His number 1 weapon was to go nuclear. Now he's actually got to stick with lines. He's got to go with guys that are riding hot. They've survived time without McDavid.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Multi-platinum country superstars High Valley return to the River Cree Resort and Casino March 21st. Don't miss High Valley's signature fusion of contemporary country and traditional bluegrass. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Must you click? Click. Thumb. Must you click? Thumb, thumb, thumb.
There is the world famous Thumb Click remix is put together by Zachary Kubish. We are over 100 thumbs on YouTube. See how high we can go. We're at 116. Maybe we can at least hit 130. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Then click the share button. Send the show link off to somebody else. We're in the final segment here, but we still have words of the day. Coob's got a bit of a story. Oilers Sharks coming up at 7 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, it's the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola. Fighting Sioux Hockey in the Nasty Chat says, we're going to find out today if we're mice or men. Jay, can you pass me that cheese? Yes. No Leon Draisaitl out. Expected to be out for the remainder of the regular season. Nuge talking about life without Leon.
top 4 scorer, one of the most elite players in the league. So it's not like you can just kind of one guy can step into his shoes. It's we kind of talked about it this morning, but it's a collective thing with our group that everybody's just going to need to pick up a little bit of slack. And one thing that is going to be most important is just defending and checking and playing that stingy game. You probably lose a little bit of the scoring, but you got to check your way to find those opportunities now. And yeah, I mean, he's obviously a huge piece of this team, and we got to find ways to win games without him.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that for sure. Still got some work to do to clinch a playoff spot. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Skip the couch and hit the Canadian Brewhouse. Your home for every puck drop, every goal, and every cheer with ice-cold drinks, massive screens, and the best fans in town this hockey season. Our house is your arena. Oilers and Sharks at 7 o'clock. Game 2 of the Oilers' 4-game homestand. Panthers on Thursday, and the Lightning on Saturday at 8 o'clock. We should be getting our buddy Doug Plagans on the show in the next couple of days. Play-by-play voice for the Panthers. Always great to talk to him.
Love to catch up. Love to hear what he's collecting.
Oh yeah,
these days.
Interesting dude.
Yeah, very into rock and roll.
Yep,
heavy metal,
heavier rock and roll. Yeah,
and collecting trading cards and
yeah, interesting dude.
I think he's into memorabilia as well.
I think he's into a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Always a great conversation.
A multifaceted man. Right. Is our buddy Doug Plagans.
Maybe you can play that call that you played.
No, we probably won't play that anymore. He's got to call the last 2 Stanley Cup champions.
Was that not the first?
Yeah. We just started and we had him on, and I was like, let's just play this and get it out of the way. People were quite unhappy with him. But I'm usually, most of the things I do on the show make people unhappy. I'm just used to that being my role in life.
I don't think that's true.
Coop.
Yes.
What did you do last night?
Well, I got home from this wonderful show after it wrapped up at 6 o'clock, and I thought, you know what? I brought up the conversation, yesterday, that I thought Marty Supreme was snubbed of an Oscar. It was nominated 9 times, did not come home with a single award, and I said, well, that's really the only movie that I watched, at least in the Best Picture category, that was nominated. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to go check out the winning movie, and that was One Battle After Another. So on streaming services, I was able to find it, and I sat down, watched it, runtime of nearly 3 hours. Ooh. And it was, in fact, an enthralling movie. And I would say that it is supreme to Marty Supreme. It is a better movie than Marty Supreme. Oh, I wouldn't say by far, but it's almost the same runtime, but it didn't feel like a long movie. Like it's anxiety driven. You get caught into it right away. It's great storytelling, awesome acting the entire way through. Some of the scenes, you're on the edge of your seat the entire time. The way that they have music in the background, it was a phenomenal movie. And it's about these people, specifically this guy named Bob, who's a washed up revolutionary who lives in a state
he's giving you a synopsis.
Paranoia.
Yeah.
Here's a synopsis. Surviving off-grid with his spirited and self-reliant daughter, Willa. When his evil nemesis resurfaces and Willa goes missing, the former radical scrambles to find her as both father and daughter battle the consequences of their past.
Wow. Yeah.
Amazing. The way they got into it and the intro of it, some scenes were... Sean Penn was amazing, by the way. He won the Oscar for the Best Supporting Actor.
Didn't go. I don't think he likes the Oscars, but he's like you.
But he was phenomenal in that one. So was Leonardo DiCaprio and the rest of the cast. And I was
good for you for doing that.
Well, I felt like I had to. I mean, I was so fired up that Marty Supreme didn't win it. I just like Timothée Chalamet, but it was well deserved.
3 hours though.
Yeah, this was a long. I saw it in the theater. But it's well paced. I just find the run times of a lot of movies discouraging nowadays.
Yeah, why has it got to be so long?
I'd love to see Oppenheimer. It's 3 hours.
Like what happened to a good...
Even F1 is like 2.5
1 hour
hours.
and 18,
hour 50, I think is good.
Yeah,
110 minutes.
Give me 118 minutes all day. I'm in.
I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
I know
3
we sound
hours.
awful saying that, but like you can tell the story Maybe because they think, well, there's so much TV where the episodes are shorter, we can take more time to tell the story. But if you want people to go to the theater, make it so it can be part of their day, not their entire day.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went with my buddy Zip to one battle after another. I mean, I work till 6. He's a teacher. It's like, well, we got to find something that doesn't start at 9:45.
Right.
You know, which we did. But it's a very good movie. And it's got a quirky sense of humor. As much it's about violence and conflict and misery in some ways, there are some extremely funny scenes. Clever scenes.
For sure. Yeah,
like him on the phone. I won't say too much. Him on the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to get through to that guy. That was hilarious.
Yeah. The frustration, like everything about it was awesome. The writing. Like, I love the whole thing. My favorite part about it, though, was just the accents in the back, because there was lots of parts of the movie where there was music, but it wasn't noticeable until you kind of clued into it in my head.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. It was like, okay.
Very, very well done. Well done movie for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Don't forget about their Tap 25 happy hour, $5.25 drinks. All beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine, served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor. Available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 780-218-9999. We've had a lot of fun there. We had a Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. We had a trivia winner for 2 tickets to the game tonight. We had all the people participating in the off-topic topic for William Huff. Where in Edmonton would a leprechaun bury his gold? If there were any leprechauns listening, they have a lot of ideas. Mm-hmm. They should. You think you're gonna? Will we bury it where you suggested, or will it be too obvious? Where will we put it? Do leprechauns talk like that? I'm gonna get a letter from the Leprechaun Society of Alberta.
I'm surprised we haven't heard.
The Leprechaun Society of Alberta.
Yeah,
dear Mr. Wilkins. I bound a book once for a leprechaun. It's time for Words of the Day. Edmonton Public Library. Speaking of books and all other great materials and activities, EPL.ca is the website. I use the library with my free library card using the Libby app, which is another way to use it. I often take out digital. Well, guess what series I'm reading a book from?
Oh, Reacher.
Good old Reacher. Oh, Reacher's in one. He's putting his nose. Like,
is he up against it?
He's there's
a future.
A little. I think he's going to be more up against it. I'm about a third of the way done.
Really?
Yeah, but he's still.
Hey, Reid.
Like sometimes I'm like, Reacher, you could have walked away.
Reid, is there a love interest?
There's 2 potentials. I'm not sure which way it's going to go in this one. Yeah, because there's one obvious one, but there's another one. I'm like, I wonder if it's going to be her. Yeah. EPL.ca. You can also learn more about how EPL protects your freedom to read at intellectualfreedom.ca.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
All right. First word of the day, immure. Immure. Immure.
Holy cadoodle.
Not the definition.
Yeah.
Immure.
Are these yours or are these Abutski's?
Mine. Private stock.
Private reserve of words. What's in these cakes? Port? No, this is the Milne's Estate private word. It's my same voice for every character.
That's okay.
People haven't figured that out.
It gets the point across.
Immure. I'm going to just take a stab at it. IMMURE. I got it. Oh, how about that? That's because Ben walked in.
Hi, Ben.
Because he inspired me. I feel like I should know what this means, but I don't. So I'll sacrifice the half point. I'll play responsible like the Oilers need to do tonight. I won't throw the whole point away. I'll only throw a half point away and take the sentence.
Scientists at the research station in Antarctica are immured by the frozen wild that surrounds them.
I'm going to say it's to be amazed by nature.
Yeah, that was a bad sentence.
Is it to be surrounded by something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. To immure cover something is to enclose it within or as if within walls.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you...
I don't know if I...
No, I'm going to give you Szymanski.
Wait,
181 out of 2.
No, but I sacrificed a half point.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to give you a Kapanen.
That's pretty generous.
1.42 out of 2. Carry the 1. Okay.
I guess your sentence could have been interpreted either way, and I picked the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second word of the day, and this has to do with St. Patrick's Day.
Uh-oh.
Aaron go bra.
Aaron go bra.
Aaron go bra. This is a phrase.
Oh, it's not one word?
It's 3 words. Aaron go bra.
Okay, well, I'm going to try this. ERIN space GO space BRAGH. I got it? Yes! That's what clean living does for you, Benny.
What? I don't know why. That was so good. That was so good. Aaron Gobra, correct.
I'm going to say this is somebody who's this is the process of attending a dance.
No. They proudly waved the Irish flag during the parade, shouting, "Aaron Gobra!"
Is this a celebration? Is something involving a celebration of national pride?
In where?
In Ireland.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm so happy I spelled it correctly.
So Aaron Go Bra is an Irish phrase that means Ireland forever.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I didn't really get it, but
you know what, Reid? That was 1.9 or 2.92 out of 4.
You're giving me a full.
Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day, bro.
There would be 3.42 out of 4.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah. Is that what you said? I don't know.
No, that's not what I said. Yeah, you'd be at Okay, so you were at 1.42.
Yes, and
so then you were at 2.42, and then you got 0.5 out of 1. So 2.92.
Oh, you're right. I forgot I sacrificed the half point already.
2.9. Hey, I've been doing a lot of arithmetic with my daughter.
I forget
grade
things
4
quite
math.
quickly.
Don't challenge me, Aaron Gobra.
All right. Ben Thompson is going to the technical desk. You got Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream. I think you knocked the camera off kilter.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Oil Stream pregame show coming up in 5 minutes. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Enjoy the game.